We live from Forward, Texas. Sorry, y'all. Had to change the bit rate.
Bit.
It was too low.
You're a bit.
I'm a bit. You're a bit. We're all bits.
Rate bit.
How dare you?
How am I supposed to fight a dragon with a broken leg? Dare I? How dare you?
I thought about that before you broke your leg.
Taken from me. It's stripped from my body unwillingly.
Okay, everything. Whoa, that song's getting crazy. All right, so we're back after a unintentional week hiatus.
Had to.
We did a one hiatus. We took a hiatus. It's funny. Yeah, so we did a one shot last week. We recorded it. I had every intention of uploading it to YouTube, but the recording's not great.
Not a good one shot either because they just ran through me like a Jeep. Oh my gosh.
It's okay. We're not worried about disparaging the cheap whore community. So
They're our biggest fans.
I represent that.
No disrespect to the ladies out there in North Korea.
we support ladies of the night. Yeah, that just seems like xenophobia.
What about the men of the night?
Yeah, I mean, more power to them. But looks like stream health is good. Stream quality and health is excellent. All right. Doesn't look like we'll run into the issues in which we ran into last week. Just had a bad internet day. It happens. It happens.
Wasn't meant to be aired.
It was not.
No. Probably best for all of us. Yeah.
Yeah, Drew did get pretty racist during that campaign.
Well, no, he broke the game. Drew broke the game. You know when they say you can't win D&D? Drew won D&D. Was it 166 with a cantrip?
166.
With a cantrip.
Come here, man! Oh, fucking spirit
I
bomb.
think he turned into Eldritch Blast himself.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, but yeah, it was a fun one shot. Sucks y'all will never see it.
See the greatest attack in D&D history.
The greatest attack of all time.
There's always Labor Day.
There's always Labor Day. What day is Labor Day?
September
1st?
Town. That's right. We're here.
Yeah,
Boys
what up,
are
Nate
back in
Dogg?
town.
Good to see you. Good to see you. We're without Haley tonight, but we will press on.
September 2nd is Labor Day.
Will you be September 2nd of his name, Rowdy, on the Memorial Day?
He might
one
be
shot?
Seps the second.
Yeah, that was a drawn out joke. I needed to know what day it was, but thank you. It still played well. So, we'll dive back into the main campaign on Iron Lich Gaming. Cool effects.
Star
You
White.
get that in post?
Yeah. We'll talk about our sponsors then too.
Yes. Someone sponsor us.
Please.
Please.
Rubber bands.
Rubber
Beer.
bands brought to you
Beer.
by
China.
China. Yeah.
I would love for China to sponsor us.
That'd be awesome. Have a whole country behind us. It'd be amazing. We'd have to, change some things, I think. But
Wearing plenty of red.
yeah, I'm about it. All right. So, last time on Amnian Nights, the Blackmore Saga, y'all continued going through the last mine on Azur's list. As you continued through, you found you came into contact with some of the stone monks that were like screaming in the hallways. Upon investigation, you found this large creature with this chitinous shell, big sharp mandibles and antennae. When he stared at you, things got a little confusing, but you were able to take him down. You managed to interrogate one of the monks, who then, Jesus Christ, this music's driving me crazy.
Just old Richard. Your mandolin, Drew.
Yeah.
4 years of a song will really get to you.
Anyways, you were able to interrogate one of the monks, who told you that Chloe wasn't here, but she would be here soon. Y'all decided to go into her room and investigate it, and maybe lay in wait and spring a trap. But it turned out it was a lie. She was in there and she was invisible, and it was just a trap to try to turn you to stone. Yes, that is what it was.
They just came through the...
That's where you got the 2 potions of invisibility off of her.
Oh, that makes sense now.
Yeah, it was a trap. So, she was a Medusa. She had snaky hair and tried to turn you to stone, and she actually turned Azur to stone. After you defeated her, though, you continued through the elemental node there.
Oh, proud though.
Yep. Traveling through it, you came across this floating rock. It looked very nice, almost like a tended garden with a gazebo in the middle. And a man sitting at the table. He was pouring tea and he invited you over. Questioned you. Eventually the conversation turned sour, as y'all were the ones that had been disrupting his operations in the region. His name was Dismond. Dismond the Vain, I believe is what his name was.
Yes.
So it turned into a fight. Y'all were able, by the hairs of your chinny chin chin, to defeat him. And upon his defeat, you took all of his loot. You found a potion of a scroll of greater restoration, and you were able to turn Azur back to his normal flesh.
Normal legless.
Legless self.
Footless.
He returned from stone to flesh. Peglegovich was back. No longer a statue. And then y'all took his massive amounts of gold, loaded a lot of it up on your floating disc, loaded some up in the bag of holding in your backpacks, and y'all left. You managed to free some of the slaves that were there when they asked y'all to help escort them back to Blackmore. As y'all were traveling over land, you began to hear loud flaps of wind far above you in the sky. This happened over the course of several days. And eventually, coming out of the sky, in a diving pattern, this large white dragon is barreling towards you. It's 700 feet away as it's flying in towards you. I need everyone.
Can I chug a potion?
Yes, you can chug a potion and then everyone roll initiative.
Chugging a potion of heroism. Probably roll 2. My turn.
Oh shit, I gotta roll for her too.
Who put this on here?
Oh god damn it, I gotta roll for her imp too.
I don't think her imp's out right now.
I don't know.
I think it died.
Yeah,
I think it did.
I think so.
We got caught up in an AoE, I believe.
Yeah, it's been a couple days. Then I think she would have summoned.
It's up to you.
Can't do nothing unless she actually forgoes her attacks and.
Yeah.
I think she still needs materials too to conjure her familiar.
I have no idea.
Possible.
I
I'll
don't know.
just,
I don't know.
I just
Back
won't
to the
fuck
chain's
with it.
weird. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah, the bird.
I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
Oh, food's here.
Food's here. Boomer grabbing. All right.
Plus spell, it's +4 to. Is it saves?
The D4 to saves and hits. And then you get +10 temporary hit points.
Theory. Should have got this out before we started.
Fancy.
Is this Carl the dragon?
No.
Battle stations!
Careful around the very edges. I am this Lich character now.
No.
With all of his stats.
Weird, he's dead.
Well, yeah, he's a Lich.
I meant like going back to his little.
Actually, undead.
Yeah. He's particles right now. That's right. Weird. White dragon come.
Oh no!
Flippy floppy.
Old as yours got a.
Use these as.
Is that your stump? He's happy to see me. Here's here's like a little dude.
Don't do that.
Here's a. Here.
Some merchants out there.
You want these for horses?
Oh no, not the donkey.
We got this little horsey.
That horse looks fucking cool.
That's your Phantom Steed.
Oh shit!
And do you have Tensor's floating disc over there?
Yeah.
Actually, play.
With the gold? We put it all on carts.
You can use that as cart though.
But yeah, you can. Placeholder.
I have a card.
Carts. Carts. Cool. Have a wheelbarrow. I think we had a wheelbarrow.
Yeah, they're like hand carts.
Anybody got a?
That work.
Those can be the.
Fire irons.
You got 2 of those carts full of gold.
We have 2 cards?
We had to.
We have had. You might have the big card
I've got the
thing.
big wagon.
Got a second. Oh, one's downstairs. Maybe painted.
Oh, use the wagon.
Wag.
Where's that going?
Scatter!
Mind if I move you?
Oh, I just threw them up there. I didn't put them in
Where do you
order.
want to be?
Put him next to me.
I'm probably next to.
I moved my horse over into
Sorry about the
woods
setup
before we
time.
started.
Dragon. Big.
And you know, from that distance, he's roughly, 650 feet in the air. He's barreling down towards you.
With alter self, can you give yourself wing?
Pull up the skull.
And your aquatic adaptation.
would imagine not.
I don't think you can, but
There we go. Ah, that actually looks.
did the stream freeze for anybody else?
Yeah.
Were we rolling initiative?
Pros. Your health is taking a hit.
Because we're greedy little bastards.
I like how we're all just bunched up right here.
Alright, so it's live, yeah. We're good?
Mhm.
Good? Alright.
I'm in.
Yeah, it
bad
just
mode
crashed for a
right
second,
now.
Jinx. Alright, so.
Did we roll initiative? Is that what we're
You were
doing?
supposed to. Do you know where my board went?
Yeah.
I said,
Oh, here it is. I got it. Alright, so 25-20.
22 Lilith.
19-15. 14-10.
13 me. 12 my bird.
5.
Six.
6. Alright, Lilith's up.
how close is the?
He's about 650 feet away. He's in the air coming down at an angle. Golly, fucking, what is wrong with the internet? Fuck.
Great thing.
Everything. Oh.
What's back?
Like,
Yeah,
it just
it's
keeps
just, like,
faltering.
stuttering.
Hey, how are you? I watched you.
Yeah.
Always nice to get the notification.
That's it.
Oh, sweet. Oh, yeah, that's why it's gotta be. Yeah.
Alright,
I was like, oh, that's cool at first, but please.
Welcome.
I'm gonna send.
It's like the evolution of beards.
Final stage.
I'm gonna send 4 Eldritch Blast at him using a sorcery point from her.
Well, it's like 650 feet away.
From where he is?
Yeah.
So he's not where he's
No,
supposed to be
he's
then.
up here.
Okay.
Coming in hot.
Yeah.
Is-
I know you got both characters. That's why I was like.
Okay.
All right.
So I can't hit her then.
No, it's like about 650.
Okay. I'm gonna get her find this tombstone.
Oh, is that actually stuff on the ground there?
Yes, all that's there.
And
Okay,
I'm
that's what I was
gonna
trying to-
ready an action Eldritch Blast if he gets into 120 feet of
Okay.
her.
All right. He's up now. Looks like the stream stabilized. Cool. So he comes swooping in, just at an alarming speed, as he's going to dash down towards this angle. He gets closer to a 650. Now he is, oh, math.
Running away.
Cast
like-
Meteor at level 9.
Fear.
He's now
Got the hiccups.
490 feet away as he comes dashing in. Draven, you're up. 490.
490. Son of a bitch. Still not in range.
No, it won't.
Alright, I'm gonna
My beard's doomed.
sit there
And I'm gonna hold an action.
Okay, what action are you holding?
The action is. God damn it. Fireball.
All right, what level?
Third.
Third level. All right.
And as a bonus action, I'm gonna go ahead and cast Dragon's Breath on my bird.
Okay.
God damn it, I got the hiccups.
All right, and your bird's up now. Well, oh yeah, bonus action. Okay. Dragon's Breath bonus action.
He's just gonna be perched on that
Right,
tree
is there-
line.
I'm gonna drink the potion of heroism.
All right.
And I'm gonna shoot back.
All right. You chug the potion of heroism
15 feet.
as you move back on your peg leg. Nate.
So the rocks that are like to the left of the where the dragon is placed currently, like how big of boulders are those?
The smaller ones are probably like 3 feet or so high. The big one over there to his left, those two big ones, those are about 5 feet high.
Okay.
They're pretty big boulders. Yeah, the biggest ones and the smaller ones are.
I'm gonna cast Blur on myself.
Okay. So you place, you do your movements, and then all of a sudden you're just.
And
It's really hard to focus on you.
Yeah. Get me going in the direction of.
Just a regular.
Then I can bonus action my movement as well to
30,
go and get me
35,
there.
40, 45, 50, 60, like
So you bonus action dash.
60 is like right behind it here.
Yeah, it's like up against it.
So like here.
Yes.
Yeah, that's.
So you
55
dash
feet
up
right there.
next to that rock, getting next to it.
And I'll go prone. Taking a hide action. All but it's prone behind it.
70s bush. Yeah, Nathaniel's got a great beard. All right, and we're back to the top. Lilith.
Alright. Still not in range. She's gonna hold position for the time being with that action readied.
Okay.
That's when the hairs intertwine.
Am I not getting
It's a
these
beautiful
fucking
moment.
Comments here.
Yeah, there's a couple more.
God damn it.
Okay, so
It swoops in again.
this time he's going straight down. And now it's about 330 feet away. Draven.
330.
And when your turn comes back around, that fireball does resolve.
Yeah. So I wasted a spell. I
Mhm.
thought he was gonna get closer than that.
Well, I mean, common math would have told you that.
Yeah, I'm down.
It's okay.
6 to 490.
I'm gonna get behind that rock. And I'm gonna hold firebolt.
Okay. All right. At this point, too, you see his wings start flapping violently. A bird that was trying to sneak by just gets blasted to the side, and then it moves down another 40 feet, so 290.
Okay.
Bird.
Bird's gonna.
Slow burn to this combat. We're getting there. Azur, you're next.
Birds in the trees.
I
over
can't really-
here.
I'm just gonna hang tight where I'm at.
Nate.
Going to crouch up against the stone as tight as I can and take the hide action.
Okay.
Can I see over that cart?
Yeah.
I'll,
Lilith.
well,
Oh, sorry.
in bonus action hide. Can I hold an action to shoot a crossbow if it's within range?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Lilith. 290.
Same thing, holding her position.
All right. He's gonna swoop in again. How far out does he have to be? 150 for your thing? Holding her action. How far
Her
is
action is 120, and so is mine.
120.
Double that.
Okay, so he swoops down. Another 160 feet straight down. puts him at 130.
130.
But it's your turn here.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay.
At this point, you saw last time that he used a legendary action to fucking move down.
All right.
So you imagine that might happen again.
I'm going to hold Fireball,
Okay, what level?
level 3.
Okay. And at this point, he begins flapping his wings like that and moves down another 40 feet. He's 90 feet away.
Fireball.
All right. Dex save.
Yep. I don't even remember what my fucking DC is.
15.
Is my action-
Fails.
Nice.
What's the range on your crossbow?
120.
Yep. Will resolve as well.
Nice, nat 20.
Damn, nice.
That's cool.
Very nice.
+4.
6 and a 5.
So as it swoops in that one last time, you fire your crossbow,
15.
15 damage, and Draven launches a fireball from his wand.
38.
For 38. Very nice.
Be gone.
These resolve. A big explosion erupts. It's the dragon. And it's focused on you.
Yeah.
Bird. Alright. So he's not even in that position yet.
No, he's still 90 feet in the air coming down.
Alright.
In the middle of us,
But
right?
right above him, pretty much.
Yeah.
Bird's holding his position until he gets to about this area.
Okay. Is there...
Be 120 feet from me.
count your squares?
No.
Oh, okay.
I think he'll be out of your range with the angle.
5, 10, like 75. This.
Yeah,
90.
so he'll be out because he's 90 up
90
too.
up, yeah. Okay. I'll just hold an Eldritch Blast if he gets close enough for me.
Okay, Nate.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and action loose another crossbow bolt.
Okay.
16 to hit.
That does not hit.
Okay, and then I'll bonus action crouch back down and try to.
All right, you're attempting to hide. Bonus action hide.
Yes.
Okay. Give me stealth roll.
That one.
Okay. Oh, what's the total?
5.
5. So you fire, and then hop back down.
He sees me.
I feel like he sees you.
Knows I'm here.
Okay.
He saw the bolt coming.
Well, she's still holding that action. She's 50 feet away from where he's positioned there, 90 up. So if he moves 20 feet more, I think he'll be in range.
Okay. All right. And then his turn. So he's gonna come down 30 feet. So go ahead and resolve that.
Go out of range.
What's the range on yours?
28
I'll say
and
you're in range.
28 and 20.
20 to hit for both.
Yeah.
Yeah, both hit. Tone, you can go too.
19?
That hits.
The other one misses it.
So as he comes in, Eldritch Blast, these purple beams of energy just come arcing through the air, slamming into his scales.
28.
28.
11.
All right. So he moves down 30 feet, and then he begins moving forward as he is coming down in this attack pattern as he begins to emit his breath right over you. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Ready?
That is going to be 18.
18. That fails.
Do I also need to roll concentration for my bird?
Yes.
23 for the concentration on the spell.
Okay, that'll maintain. Or actually, we don't know yet. I gotta get the damage.
Okay.
28.
Can I use a reaction to use shield? So I can throw up my ward?
Yeah, you can use your reaction.
So used to my archer and be like, I want to resist that.
Not today, my friend.
Take 56 points of cold damage as it begins to just blow its breath on you and it moves.
Holy mother food.
Bless you.
Still 60 feet above the ground. As he swoops in, as he comes straight down, then he pulls up, emitting his cold breath. Just frost just erupts all over it. You see around Draven, the ground is turned to ice as he begins to continue on towards the carts.
Did the con save pass? For my concentration?
56 times... No, that failed.
Okay. So my Dragon's Breath is also
Okay.
null and void.
All right, and next up is
Should be me.
Draven. You just got blasted by all this frost.
4th level, Fireball.
4th level Fireball. That will be 18.
Passes.
Okay. Watch this Fireball. He kind of looks. He tries to dodge out of the way, but it still explodes right next to him. He avoids the brunt of the impact, but still takes a lot. Where's my marker?
40.
40, so 20. Bird, and then Azur.
Alright, Bird's gonna use the help action.
All right. Azur.
And it's how far high?
It's 30 or 60 feet above the ground.
60 feet above the ground. Okay. I'm just gonna.
Action. If you don't mind, can I actually bonus action and Dragon's Breath again with the bird?
We're already
Okay.
a couple turns past now,
Right.
so.
Also,
Oh yeah, because I just
I'm
used
gonna
the...
bonus action Hex,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna shoot 2 blasts at
So you
him.
put Hex on him, 2 blasts coming,
24 and 10.
1 hit. You fire 2, he like lifts his left wing up as it goes right under, but the second one
16.
nails him right around the neck. 16.
Yeah, and I'm gonna step back, snap my way back behind this card. But I can still do a shot after this behind this card, right?
Yeah, you can see over it.
Shoot over it.
Yeah, Nate.
Around the rock I'm on, I'm setting my crossbow, take a shot.
Scoot around the other way, so he's
Yeah.
the rock's in between him and the dragon.
Yeah. Oh.
You want to see
So
behind
the rock
it?
is in between me and the dragon.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Just see the.
Oh, you're good.
22.
22 hits.
7 damage. Pew pew. And then I will crouch down, take the bonus action to hide.
All right, give me a stealth roll.
Could I use bless on that?
I haven't been using my blast.
15.
15.
Dummy.
Okay.
Thank you for reminding me about that. Which my other 2 rolls were so low.
Lilith.
Alright, Lilith is going to bonus action Hex.
Okay.
Oh, I can't even use her fucking spell slots. He won't let me point them. So 1 Hex on him, and I'm gonna use
I have to mark for
2 Eldritch Blast and a sorcery point to do another set of Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
You want to write it down on this paper?
Yeah,
I'll mark it off over here, and then you
Okay.
just have to refresh your page after each.
That's
turn.
fine.
So you use a spell and sorcery points.
Yeah.
What spell?
Eldritch Blast. I'm quickening Eldritch Blast.
Okay, you doing it twice?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the first set is 16 plus 9, and the next one is 15 for the first two.
Yeah, one hit.
Alright, and the second one is 20 and 28.
Both hit.
So I got
3 hits, and then.
see. $37 plus 15.
Okay.
52.
52.
Hit.
All right. Use that. Okay. We'll start out using his frightful presence. So he begins to roar very loudly as he's eyeing everyone. Everyone needs to make a wisdom saving throw. As you see, like frost just trickling out of his mouth.
18.
Wiz save for me is 18 plus 5. For her, I doubt I'll pass since I rolled a 5, so 6 for her.
Fail for Lilith. Y'all two pass.
All right.
Lilith and Nathaniel are frightened. The next minute, you can repeat the saving throw at the end of your turn, ending the effect. While you're fighting, you have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of your fear is in line of sight, and you can't willingly move closer. He starts his turn with that, and then he will now move and
30 feet out.
He's gonna go over and he's gonna grab one of the parts of gold. Actually, come right. Gonna come right over here, and he's just gonna fucking fall. All 3 of them.
Not our slaves.
They're free men now.
They died for
So he's floating like 10 feet above them.
Okay.
So he
Oh,
is 10 feet off the
Why
ground,
didn't you run away?
and he lashes down and he bites. Yeah, they were just kind of like cowering. He bites one in half, throws it in the air, as you see like the torso and the legs fly in different
Oh
directions.
God.
And then he just claws one just into 3 pieces as it falls apart, and the other one, it just rams its claws through its chest up as you see him come out his head, throws it down, and he stomps on it. So 3 of them are dead. Pull them off.
That's pretty fearful.
And it'll be Draven's turn.
Goal.
All right, Draven's turn. Bonus action. Cast Dragon's Breath on my bird, so I
Okay.
can go ahead and get that going.
All right. level is-
Action.
Okay.
It's just a second level.
Okay.
Sorry.
Just wanted to make sure.
3rd level. Fireball again.
All right.
You just see Draven just throwing freaking. He's just in fear, like, ah, shit. nice party.
Alright. Yeah, this is not my kind of hustle.
That's 27 for damage.
Let me get
roll.
Scout rock die.
14 plus 5. 19?
Passes.
Okay, so how much was the damage initially?
27.
27, so halved is math 13, yeah.
Oh wait a minute! I didn't roll 2 of those. Sorry. Add a 7 onto that.
So another 3, 16. Alright, and then actually no, he's gonna take a legendary action here and he's gonna start doing his wings as rapidly and violently as he can. Yeah, so it just starts going, the carts blow over and land on their sides at this
Spilling.
point. Yeah, so gold has spilled on the ground, and they're tumped over. As you're on the other side, you're like, fuck, as all these gold coins come flying towards you.
Peg-legged.
And then he can use up to half his movement.
I'm not too far away from him.
You're far enough away out of that.
I just didn't know if you
Right
could.
over here.
He's real close now.
Just trying to clear out
My
everything
sister.
down. And that'll be Bird's turn.
All right.
On a big old boy.
He's gonna fly up to be over him,
Okay.
and he's going
He's a
to
big-ass dragon.
use an action to expel fire breath upon the dragon.
Okay.
Oh, that dragon's breath.
$15 damage.
Oh, sorry. Dex save?
Yeah.
Look out now.
9.
Bell.
Alright. 15.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to just dump damage. on this
Alright,
dude.
he'll use a legendary action here to make a tail attack at your bird.
No.
Natural 20.
That sucker. Get
Get it out of
Obliterated. Is there?
15 damage for a die. How far up is he? 10?
He is 10 feet above
Is
you.
that disadvantage with Eldritch Blast?
No.
I'm gonna go Eldritch Blast because
Right.
I can't jump up 5 feet with a peg leg and hit him with a sword, so. Gotta put my fucking hair to potion. 24 and 25 without my. 24 and 25.
Both hit.
Oh. 20.
20.
Yeah. And as my free action, I'm gonna put my shield in front of me.
Alright. Two others blast slam into him. And Nate.
Keep my head up and
Oh, what was your stealth again on that?
it was 15.
15. This will be a you were hidden, so you'll get your sneak attack on it. And you have an ally nearby anyway, so.
Yeah.
Advantage? Possibly?
I don't have advantage.
If you're hidden, you do, yeah. So
Ah, so it was 28
that'll
to
hit. That'll hit.
Okay. Sneak attack.
Sneak attack, go bow. First one. First sneak attack bow in the campaign.
7. $23.
23.
Can you do like, what's your cantrip called again? Booming blade? Can you put a booming blade on an
No,
arrow?
I wish.
Lilith.
Oh, and I will bonus action try to hide.
Okay, can we stealth?
You wanna scoot
I'll
over
write
to
it
that
down this
way?
time. Oh, I should move. He's got pace.
Yeah.
It's high as fuck. Okay.
Remember that.
You feel noticed.
Alright. She's gonna do the same thing for Eldritch Blast. Using a sorcery point. 18 plus 9, 17 plus 9, and then 2 that are 4 and 5, which
Okay,
plus
so
9.
2 hit.
God damn it.
I think. I didn't really hear the numbers, but
They were like 26 and 25.
27.
Yeah.
He said 17 and 18 plus.
it's a 2 hit.
Rowdy with
Whatever you rolled plus 10.
25.
5. Dropping the damage. Alright. Dragon is up.
The dragon.
He's visibly hurt.
Cold.
He's got, chinks in his scale, and he got some blood coming out, and he's got some visible spell burns on him. This point.
A couple more right now.
Come on.
Rush this. Rip. If you hit one of this.
Everything in this area is these two, you, on six.
I don't think it's.
As he kind of flies up, he rears back. You see this blue energy begin to glow in his chest as it erupts forth as this storm of
26
frost
for Lilith.
ripping out from his mouth.
6 2.
26.
Rolled a 4, a 19. I rolled a 4 and a 19.
She rolled a natural
Give
20.
advantage?
No, I have a pair of bless.
Oh.
But rolled a 4 up there.
Good.
She rolled a natty on it. Always rolls natties on her saves.
But it still might not have to decide here.
Decide what?
If I want to do my cocoon or not, do I need to know now?
You have to
or-
decide that before.
I thought it was when I take damage. I'll just
Oh,
leave it
okay.
then.
What does it say?
Well, I'll probably just keep it because I saved it. If I failed it, I was definitely going to do it.
That's
But
up to you.
I saved
We
it.
just need to read the ability to know if you can do it before you know how much damage is done.
Well, this time I'll just let it ride. And I'll read it right now and see if I can do it next time.
I mean, you can still decide if you can know
There's a reaction when you take damage. You can tell yourself that ice is all it says.
She's also going to
Okay,
use a
then I guess you
reaction.
get to know. Yeah.
She's going to reaction to Hellish Rebuke him.
Okay, hold on. I'm still rolling damage.
Sorry.
I've been dealing with some rulings. I forgot the first roll. God damn it.
6.
I just gotta roll it again. I don't remember what it said. Yeah. 52 points at full. That is reduced to 31. No, excuse me. 26. Yeah, that was bad math.
I can't
26.
change her health either.
Okay. This is the first time she's taking damage.
Yeah.
26. Alrighty.
And then I need a
Hellish
dex
Rebuke.
save from you.
Dex save. 23.
Passes. Let's see. 17 damage.
Your horses are dead. And there's just like ice all over the carts that have been turned over. How much?
17 damage. Also, I don't know if you remember this, but I moved my horse out into the woods during our last session whenever I saw that thing coming.
Okay.
Then he walked over to the trees and touched.
Yeah.
Okay. You can put him over there. All right, Draven.
I did not do the Tomanite.
Okay.
Alright, Scorching Ray, level 2.
All right.
$18, and then everything else is above 20.
Okay. All hit.
Sweet.
Oh, rolling like demons.
Yeah, I've been.
Every roll's been in the 20s, I think.
I've missed 2.
I've missed a couple.
I've rolled very well.
I've tried not to roll.
Oh, doing good. You're doing good. The dice favor you this time.
He's got such a good plus.
Mm-hmm. It's 10. 21 damage.
Plus 2. That.
21 damage total.
All right. He will then legendary action, flap his wings, killing that last person that's still there, and then he will move right back over. Put him in between Azur and Lilith.
Right about there.
Yeah, and he's still about 10 feet off the ground. And then we'll go with. You just went bird.
Bird's
And
dead.
then- oh yeah, Azur.
I need to do a concentration check on my hex roll.
Okay. Oh yeah. DC 13.
She
11.
does too.
I guess that drops.
I'm going to Eldritch Blast it twice.
19.
Okay, that passes. Okay, Eldritch Blast twice. Pew pew. 2 beams of that purple energy just come firing out of your hands.
21. And the next one's 11.
Okay, 1 hits.
7 damage.
7 damage.
I'm gonna take Roddy, will you put me 10 feet that way?
This way?
Yeah. Am I still off? And then I'm gonna Zephyr Flight bonus action.
Okay.
Go 30 feet that way.
This one?
It's directly on that path, yeah.
All right.
30.
2 Eldritch Blasts, and then you. As a gust of air goes behind you, launching you forward 30 feet. You come to a screeching halt. And then Draven. No, excuse me, Nate.
Okay. So he's about 10 foot in the air.
Yep.
So if I ran and used those rocks by Lilith as a launching pad, would I be able to reach him with my spear attack?
The headstone's right here.
Or even just running off the ground and jumping?
So if you launch off the rocks, yes, but I'll need an acrobatics check.
I'm gonna do that. How much movement? I might have to make
Your bonus action dash for sure.
Are these bushes?
Those are
or-
trees. He can run underneath them.
Okay.
35,
right
40.
Let's do the.
Yep.
I guess he'll
I
probably
mean,
land,
DC
like, right under him.
12.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So you rush beneath the trees, planting your foot on top of one of the tombstones beside the road, launching yourself into the air. What?
Booming blade attack with my spear.
Booming blade. Jump. Your blade is in.
So 23 to
sheathed in-
hit.
Yeah, that'll hit. Sheathed in
Nice.
booming energy.
Attack though, right?
No.
12 damage.
12 damage. Flying through the air.
One of those
Tries to lean out of the way, but you manage to clip him right in the tail.
And how much movement do I have left?
10.
How much? 30.
I should have like 15 left, so like 45.
You're
where I'm
40 to the tombstone,
Yeah.
and then you jumped
at.
up and over. You go up 5 on the jump. How many squares away from that tombstone that he jumped off of
10.
is he? So that's 55, so 5.
Okay, then I'll just like I'll roll out and
Roll out
underneath
towards
him?
him or away from him?
just the same direction I was. My momentum carried
Okay.
me. But
Okay. You manage to land the strike, you hit the ground, you roll, and you get right beneath him.
Bonus action high.
Poke him in the butthole with their spear.
Bonus action.
That was your turn. He'll use a legendary action here to slam his tail down at you.
Pretty cool.
21 to hit.
Let me.
Alright, so as the tail comes down, you raise your hands above you as this blue arcane ward erupts in front of you. Blocking the impact.
I do have blur on.
And
Hey,
Lilith.
I do have blur on,
Okay.
so he would have had to.
Okay. It's higher.
Okay.
Same verse.
Alright.
4 beams coming his way.
She'll have one more sorcery point after this.
Two are above 20, 2 are below 20.
Okay.
And they're way below.
Okay, so
20,
2 hit. You're getting it. She lets off another 4 as she fires 2, and then you just see her hands encased in shadow as she sends 2 more that are black. It's a shadowy Eldritch Blast fires forth.
33.
33. 2 hits. God damn.
That hex, man.
Okay. See, they slam into him. One goes through his wing. He's starting to look pretty beat up. It's his turn. He's gonna move over, taking your booming damage, and he's gonna fly over directly above Lilith. He's tired of taking this abuse.
8.
Okay. All right. He's flying over Lilith, and he is going to bite at her, swing his tail at her, and claw at her.
Alright.
All right. So bite here.
She's gonna go ahead and use shield.
Okay.
I'm sure that shit's gonna hit.
The bite is 22.
Hits.
The claw is 21,
Hits.
and the tail is 23.
All hit. Yeah, regardless.
She had used.
Yeah, so. Then if she survives, she'll use her reaction.
Yeah.
And then claw is going to be tail is that is going to be a total of 44 points of bludgeoning, piercing, slashing.
She's got 33, so
How
33.
much- she just took 44?
Yeah.
Oh, so she's down.
Well, hold on. She's got Strength of the Grave, so whatever.
Strength of the Grave
Five.
does. She needs to roll. DC is 5 plus damage taken.
To the last strike that put her down.
Yeah, so. Well, let's see. She would have been. She had 33?
Yeah.
So it's. So she drops on the 2. Okay, go ahead and roll. Your DC is 15.
Well, it's a natural 17.
Okay, so she
Cool.
is up with 1 hit point.
Reaction, Hellish Rebuke.
Like she's going to die, but she's like, I'm firing you first.
As you go down.
I said
Picture the bird.
save.
That's the first time it's worked on her.
18.
That passes, and the damage taken without halved is 9.
So as this fire erupts around him, she's just sitting there. She's just bleeding horribly. She's scratches and claw marks all over her Draven.
Second level, Scorching Ray.
She's prone though, isn't she?
No,
No.
the strength
didn't,
of the
like,
grave
go
kept
down.
her up.
Okay.
It's like when she drops to 0, she gets to make the save.
Nice.
Oh, I wish I wouldn't have ever fight so far away.
Good.
Yeah, he's only.
All above 20.
Okay. Both or all 3 hit.
So that's 2, 6. $24 damage.
24. He's gonna legendary action here to slam his tail on her. That'll be a 21 to hit on her.
Yeah, that hits. So that should put her
That'll
out.
drop her.
Yeah.
It's 14 damage. Or excuse me, 20 damage. Lilith drops as the tail slams on her. Okay. And he will then fly up 50 feet, putting him 60 feet in the air. And Draven, you're up. Oh no, excuse me, Azur, you're up.
Hey, Ronnie, will you move me just closer? You said he's 60 feet.
Those
in the
carts
air?
are laying over now too.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to go
He's
around
60
them,
feet
right?
in the air.
So you want me to go 15 this way?
Yeah, go 15 that way. Help me out to see how far away I am.
Go 30 to his base.
30 to his base.
Yeah.
I got 90 feet.
60 foot, 30 foot. That's it.
I've been out of school for ages now. Equals a 1 squared. Pretty
Get
cool.
a square.
The cube. Ever heard of Scanlan?
What are you doing?
Oh, I was just seeing if I was in range. Sorry.
Your range is 67 feet.
Okay, so I'm gonna.
Got that angle and distance thing.
Oh, that's what I was going to apologize. I'm gonna X him.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna blast him twice.
All right. Spluttering up.
Both
See,
roll double.
damaged and bruised. Okay.
13 and 16.
Yeah, both miss.
Done.
All right. Nate is 60 feet in the air.
Think forward.
Went over to Lilith and give her.
Oh, fuck, dude. You were frightened, right? But the heroism kept you from being frightened, right?
Yeah.
Does everyone?
No, we would have to roll.
I think you have a bandage on me or something?
I don't know.
I don't remember
I
some
roll.
heroes.
Forgot about that earlier.
Probably not.
Okay. Shit.
Should we look that up real quick?
Yeah, I'm gonna look up heroism.
Well, they were both frightened. Only me and Draven weren't frightened.
Yeah.
Okay, so with the heroism, you can't be frightened, so we're all good.
Okay then. Sweet. Good deal.
All right, so you walk over, you give her a regular potion,
Yes.
2d4 plus 2. Roll those up to make it easy. 2, 4, 6 plus 2, 8 points of health for Lilith, which I have. And then
I'll use the rest of my movement bonus action to get out back towards my rock.
All right.
That way?
Yeah.
Do you want to use all your movement?
Yeah.
Bonus action dash. So he's got 60. All right. Shit.
Sorry.
Messing with the map around. Alright, he's actually
Lilith is up.
Alright, she will stand up.
Okay.
Bonus action
Oh,
Hex.
Hold on real quick. As Nate moved away. Oh, no, never mind. He's 50 feet in the air. Sorry. 60 feet in the air. Go ahead.
Bonus action
Bonus
Hex.
action Hex.
Use my last sorcery point, I believe.
Yes.
And send 4 beams at him.
Oh, you know what? You can only do one. Because
Okay.
you bonus actioned Hex. So
Okay.
sorcery point moves a spell of an action to a bonus action.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, you're good.
Then I'm just going to do the sorcery point instead of the bonus action for Hex.
Okay. All right,
And
so no
just
Hex.
go- yeah, straight. God damn it. Same thing. 2 above 20 and then 2 way below 20.
Alrighty.
I don't know why you cussing. I missed both mine.
50% hit streak.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love that's about my average.
2d10
My average
plus
about
5
That's what
or
it should
plus
be.
10 total.
I've only hit one.
27.
27.
This is DC. We actually should be hitting that.
She fires, hits him, and he flutters and almost stumbles as he's just huge
Ooh.
gap in his chest is dripping. It's his turn. He's 60 feet in the air. He is going to.
Mm-hmm. She hasn't moved at all. Yeah.
Is a ticker. He's doing it to where she's right. I just
Fucking
can't see
reach
it.
orange.
All three of you are in it on saves. For you three. As you can see it just flaring, like you see some frost just coming out of that big hole in his chest, and then it sucks back in and erupts out of his mouth as the frost rips across the battlefield.
25.
25.
26. Nat 20 for me.
And Lilith?
Oh, shit. For her, yeah, it's not gonna matter.
It's going to matter.
Could be.
17.
17 fails. You two will take half, she will take full.
Go invasion. Bush dragons, it probably would, except for coal. I don't know. I don't know. I've never looked at any.
They all mix.
Yeah, I haven't looked at any.
Let's get this real quick. So those that pass take 29. Haley takes 58.
I'm out.
For her, Strength of the Grave is once long rest. All right. So 29 to those that you're
Okay.
down, Lilith's down. You're good.
Yeah.
And that'll
First
be
time I've been hit.
so as that frost just erupts across the battlefield, hitting all three of
Gotta put 'em
you.
down.
You look up, that whole 60-foot area is just covered in ice and frost, and you see your two friends on the ground, just like a thin layer of frost all over them. Draven, death save.
Pass.
Azur, you're up. You just watch this thing hit the ground. You see him. He looks really fucked up. He just dropped this huge breath of frost across the battlefield. What do you do?
Yeah.
To Eldrick's Blast.
Drop him. Drop him.
Better hope so. Natural 1 and an 18.
Natural 1 and an 18. 18. Hits.
Oh, shit.
That is AC.
Shit.
Shit. Alright.
12 damage.
12 damage. Just seeing your friends down, you fire one off, and you kind of look away at Draven on the ground for a second. You fire it into the ground. You conjure the second one. You charge it up in your hand as this ball of purple energy erupts from your hand, going right through its head, creating a massive hole through it as it drops to the ground, lifeless. It slams on the ground, landing on top of Lilith as she's on the ground. So you can't even see her. This dragon's big, and it's just completely on top of her.
Shit.
I'm gonna run over to Draven real quick and give him my last.
I'm gonna try to just start stumbling towards Haley.
Let's go.
Being just 15.
So we went-
Close to
Nate,
the rest
Nate's
of
up, and then give me a death save out of Lilith.
Pass.
2d4 plus
2d4 plus 2 if it's base healing potion.
4 points.
4 points of health to Draven. Lilith passes. This huge dragon's on top of her, and you assume she's dying beneath.
Okay, and then
What do you do?
I get up and I rush over there.
As,
I
you,
run with him.
as y'all both rush over there, give me a death save out of Lilith.
I don't have
I'm gonna
anything to get
attempt
to her.
to use my
Pass.
disc.
How much weight can it hold?
Can I
It's
levitate her?
500 pounds.
It doesn't come off the
And I
ground.
cast levitate on it
Pass.
too.
There you go.
You cast levitate
The
on
dragon.
how much weight can it do?
Pay for that.
Okay,
500 pounds.
500 pounds. It won't budge.
Can I try to can't cast levitate and try to like move it to put some weight? Can I cast levitate just on his head?
Did she have to attune to that cloak?
I can just cast levitate on just its head.
Hey, Zur, get your sword.
I'm still walking over there.
I'm gonna
15
run
feet
over to
closer.
Zur and grab the sword.
I mean,
Can I use yours? Yeah, I can. I just didn't get those.
Can we try to use one of the gravestones as a pivot point for like swords and spears and whatever else we
Tell
can
me what
get?
you're trying to do. You have to say something specific.
I'm gonna get one of the broken pieces of long lumber off of the cart,
Okay.
and I'm gonna try to use it as a pivot point to like
Okay.
just roll the dragon, or at least move it where.
Give me a
there's some-
strength check. As you run up and look this over the tombstone, trying to get a pivot point on it.
That sucks.
Sword and try to just cut
I'm
into the
there
hide
now.
of the dragon.
It's 8.
8. Yeah, you can't do it.
Try to cut into the hide of the dragon, where she is to.
Try to cut into it. Give me a. No.
I can't believe I don't have any
What's
fucking
this?
spells anymore, man.
Say with
I
this
could-
big dragon, it's a strength.
I could do this if I had
Thing.
freaking spells.
I'll just keep
As you
cranking
try that,
on
give me
that.
another death save.
I'm finally to it now with my sword.
Pass.
Passes, that 3 passes?
Yeah.
Okay, so she's stable but unconscious. But y'all don't know that.
Yeah.
What's
I'm
your-
just gonna.
It's just too hard to cut through his hide.
I'm gonna just try to like. Try to crawl underneath it and get closer to her.
Yeah. Give me just a general dexterity.
Disadvantage with my leg.
Say disadvantage with your plate. So yeah,
What are you trying to do?
he's trying to crawl in between
Trying to crawl in to get to her.
these little crevices. Go ahead and roll.
Dex save.
No, just a
Dex
dexterity
check.
check plus your dexterity. You can do acrobatics.
13. Oh, acrobatics. Same thing.
So you
13.
13.
Use that.
Trying to get through, you're just kind of you can't
Yeah,
really find a
once
crevice.
Gonna use that piece of wood that the Planky's got to try to assist him with that. Like,
Yes, you can
pushing up
either
with-
both roll or you can help.
Yeah, you want to help me? I'm gonna start pulling up. You give me
Advantage.
some help.
Give me athletics.
13.
13. Ugh, it's just so heavy.
Azura, help us
Fucking trying.
with the log.
I'll get over there and
So
try
all
to-
three of you go on it.
Yeah.
You can roll with advantage. They're helping you.
I didn't.
Athletics.
On that.
Athletics, you said? 23.
23. It's strong, but you snap the log. The dragon's very heavy. Like that piece of wood broke.
Yeah, I know.
Like, yeah.
Just a
Y'all
shock.
are just shocked. What are you doing?
I'm gonna, I guess, try what he was doing and try to climb in there. And
Okay. As y'all continue to struggle with this for the next hour, as you're just not strong enough to move a dragon, eventually you smell brimstone in the air, and you see behind you Lilith appeared as she used her cloak to get out from underneath it. After an hour, she gained a hit point.
I was about to go put a healing salve on the dragon.
Oh man.
I wanted to dimension door the dragon out, but I don't have any spell slots. So I was like, damn it.
Well done.
No, I only have 2 per battle.
Well done.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Alrighty.
Ugh.
Good fight, y'all. Y'all did very good. That was very good. Let's take a quick break here, and we'll be back in about 15 minutes,
49,
20 minutes or so.
58. Damn you.
good lord,
I think I hit the one.
Yeah, I got hit once too.
I got hit a lot.
Well, y'all were really piecing them up, so they're not going to come at us as much
Yeah.
as...
Yeah, he wasn't coming at me.
She was
Yeah.
dumping way more
Yeah,
damage on
y'all were
her
doing
than
a lot
I
of
was.
Yeah, me and James were just like bystanders.
I was.
I got
I
one
was
hit on him. I got a couple bolts on him.
Hey, you freaking, you got a little sneak attack with the bolt.
Yeah.
Little bolt
Yeah,
attack.
I was able to hold X on him for a long time with her.
Y'all
Well,
did a very, very good job.
4 Elder Splash with Hex is pretty tasty with the
Oh yeah.
her pluses.
Alright, y'all. We'll be right back. That's the good BRB music. All right. Well, we back. So you kill the dragon. Lilith. Dimension doors out from underneath it after an hour of y'all trying to move this thing around. Your carts are broken. Your gold is all spilled on the ground and such. Lots and lots of gold. What
How
do you
far
do?
out from Blackmore are we?
A few more days.
I suppose we should set up
Or-
camp so I can.
Yeah, about a day and a half, I believe.
Send the Federation a message that we defeated this thing. And hopefully they can bring us cots.
One person can take off on the horse, come back with cart.
Yeah. Could always go with two. Two stay, two go.
I like to keep the majority there.
Alright.
Like for tiny hut to stay.
I'll volunteer to stay.
Well, takes 2 days.
About a day and a half. I'll go and start a fire or something.
That'll give me time to send the Federation a message and see if they will make their way out here.
Because they don't have a place in Blackmore. They're further out. In
Ah, damn.
Sable.
Will be the closest,
To where?
The safest Federation to us.
Yeah, Sable's probably a little closer than Thorley is at this point.
Still probably a week or more.
Yeah, it's pretty far.
Yeah, I'll get the horse and I'll ride through. That rest. About a day and a half.
To Blackmore, yeah. Okay. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
I'm gonna ritually cast Unseen Servant to kind of help us clean everything up off the road and like pile the gold up into like, one of the carts, flip it back over just
The
so
carts
it's
are
there,
broken.
like shattered.
Yeah, I mean bits and pieces. You could probably set stuff on it, but
I'm just trying to make a pile.
Yeah.
okay. How long does that spell last?
10.
10. Okay, you just maintain it, so no exhaustion.
Spell lasts for an hour.
An hour. All right, so I guess you just spend plenty of time ritually casting it over and over again.
Nothing else. To do, really.
Eventually, I'll make a little pile off the side of the road. You ride through to Blackmore. Upon reaching the city, you reach the city gates. They have these high gates. The city is on the northeast side. There's the large Black Lake there behind it. Structure resembles more of like Victorian era, like Gothic construction. Most colors, it's a dark color tone, blacks and grays, and the streets are cobblestoned, and these these black stones. They just, Jesus Christ, that's loud. I'm having trouble thinking.
Fucking think either.
In a black stone for the streets. There's lots of people out and about doing their daily shopping and whatnot. What are you looking for here?
Go to stables, try to cart.
Okay.
Larger cart wagon, maybe.
A large wagon.
Yeah. Some horses. Bullet.
Take care of my horse.
That old Ferrari?
I guess so.
I had Aston Martin.
To the town. Source. Cart. So yeah, Guy shows you a couple of the carts he has. Lets you know that they can hold about 200 pounds of weight each. Cost 15 gold. He has 3 carts.
Okay.
Do I remember? Unless you're looking for something larger, like maybe a wagon.
Yes,
or...
a wagon would probably be more.
Okay, a wagon can cover up to carry up to 400 pounds. 30 gold or 35 gold pieces is one wagon.
Get that
How
armored
much gold?
caravan.
I mean, how much weight?
400.
Do I remember the weight of what we had? And
Ah, fuck. It was a lot.
write it down.
Oh,
How much gold was
he
it?
wrote it down and then he just
It
told
was
us
30,000 worth of
30,000.
30,000 total.
I think it was like 175.
Right.
Yeah.
I remember we had
So
his
fucking
body
bad.
and the gold on my disc.
It wasn't all gold. It was like a chest of it. A third of it. I can do the calculation here. It was 30,000. Load, you fucking page. Goddamn.
Seems like this stream's being weird.
And it keeps tanking. Alright, here we go. 30, 43. Sorry. Okay, so all of it together weighs about 700 pounds.
Okay. 500.
Or excuse me, it's 600 pounds actually. You do 400 on the wagon.
I don't know if I'd be able to put any in like saddlebags on.
You could, but
Could you
their weight.
do like a smaller cart and just hitch it to that one, like a caravan?
Just thinking about that, yeah.
Oh, the horses could carry quite a bit. You just need enough saddlebags. Well, I guess they gotta pull the cart too, so that would take away from it.
How many horses would need for the cart?
Just one could pull the cart.
The one can pull the cart. I'll get a horse and the wagon.
Okay.
One horse
Yeah,
for
it was
the
a wagon. Yeah, so draft horse, 50 gold, wagon 35, so 85 gold for the lot.
I'll get another horse and
Okay.
a cart.
Okay.
2 more horses.
Okay, so so let's see.
Then I gave all y'all funds.
Yeah, I'm pretty good.
So,
I can chop.
3 horses,
Imagine you got a backpack
plus
full of
wagon, plus cart, 200 gold.
And then I want to go try to find a place where I can buy
Some chests.
chests.
Okay. Looking around, you eventually find a carpenter. He's willing to sell you some chests. He has plenty. How many do you want?
Casket.
How many do you want?
Pretend we're carrying the dead around.
So he has like these smaller chests. They can each contain 25 pounds. Or no, they weigh 25 pounds. They can hold 300 pounds worth of stuff. So they're not
That'll be
small.
good.
12 cubic feet chests. Yeah, big chests. Actually, I read the wrong thing and said they were small chests.
Okay.
But they are large chests.
Yeah. That one.
A chest of holding.
right. I remember the gold. It's a lot of it loose, or was it actually in chest?
A lot of it was in chest. Some of it's loose, but because the ones that were in like the pots, y'all dumped that out.
But we'll get one chest.
Okay, and that's 20, or that's 5 gold. So 205 was your total spent.
And I'll go back to the stables. I'll bring the chest with me, and I'm gonna ask him. You know of any hands that I could pay to assist me for a few days?
What's the nature of the work?
It's just retrieving some items. About 2 days out, and just helping me with the team of horses and wagons.
Do you believe there to be any danger on this journey?
There's always a possibility. You know the roads.
Right.
They do not need to be any skilled warriors, but definitely, someone that can be discreet and is able
I'll say,
with the horses.
how many do you want? I can lend you a few of my stable hands. I can give you 3 for a flat rate of 50 gold.
Each?
Just 50 gold for 3 workers.
If you can afford to spare them for a couple days,
Of course.
that would be perfect.
It's all well and good business, so...
That came out about 255.
Yeah.
What time of the day might it be?
I'll say it's probably... It was mid-afternoon, you want a day and a half. It's probably early evening.
Yeah, and we will, we're gonna leave as soon as we can get the wagons ready, and we will, camp here, at nightfall once we get on the road.
Alright. So you're leaving now? Then you'll camp? Alright. So his 3 hands get the cart and horses ready, and y'all set out. Walter, Joshua, and Thomas. They go with you. So travel, you set up camp, y'all put all your stuff together. What are y'all doing? Just it's got camp set up by the wayside.
Protecting this fucking board of
Tiny
gold.
hut. Only one that can get in is us 3.
Alright.
And then in the morning when I prepare my spells, I'm gonna get sending ready to send to the Federation.
Okay.
I'll actually be able to
Y'all
see.
all had longer rest by this point. You haven't yet, but you
I'll
will.
try to prepare some.
So, what are you preparing? You said to send to the Federation?
I'm doing sending.
Okay. What are you saying, and who are you sending it to?
The closest one was the guy that we talked to about the White Dragon, right?
No, that's Driscoll. Or
Well, he talked to Morrow.
Morrow.
That's the guy in Morrow. The half elf.
in Thorley.
Orley, I mean, yeah.
So
Yeah, that's the last person y'all talked to
Okay.
about it. So you're
I'll-
sending it to him.
Yep, send a message to him.
All right.
Winston.
What are you saying,
I'll say, hello.
Marvell? Yeah.
We have completed the quest to slay the dragon. We are, and I guess I'd pull out my map and try to figure out like our coordinates. To try to give him our coordinates if I can do that.
You
I
have
don't know
no
if
knowledge
that's-
of latitude and longitude.
Okay, I didn't know if that's a thing or not
No.
in this town.
No, we're on
Or
the
this
road.
time. Yeah. So I'll tell them that, and then that my closest known location is here. The dragon's body lays dead. We'll be camped out here for 2 to 3 days, possibly. please reply.
They
Let
can
me
respond
know
to this?
What to do. Yes.
All right, so you hear in your head, you killed the dragon. We'll need about 5 days or so to get there.
All right.
And I don't think you can respond again.
Oh yeah, I can't. I just say
Can
all
you say
right to
that out
nobody.
Please hold tight until we can verify. That's the end of it.
I'm gonna try to pick out some skills
Okay.
if I can. If there's any,
can-
any that are.
Yeah, go ahead and make a. Guess we'll call it a survival. Yeah.
Fuck yeah. 21.
21. This is a very large dragon. You're able to pluck meticulously one large scale off of it. These are big. This dragon's massive.
Cool.
Do you?
It's
Is
heavy.
it-
You're like,
Just like half a day carving it out.
right?
Do you think it would be possible for you to harvest the hot string of a dragon for me?
Just laugh at him. I can try.
All right.
All right. So, are you going to attempt this?
I'll laugh at him and try.
Okay. Give me a survival check. Yeah. Survival check. DC 25.
6. I can't even get to 25.
He tries to get through it, but he gets through the chest. He takes some time, but eventually he damages. What was your total?
6.
6? Yeah, he damages the heart badly.
Never mind.
It just comes out like covered in blood. Like,
It's like,
looks like a tampon.
Warm in there.
I'll just see if I can. How big are one of the teeth?
Very big.
Oh damn. Not really
That might be a
lot.
small one. You know,
Yeah.
maybe not. I don't know. It's fucking massive.
I'm trying to think of like something I could
Says
take
full
off of
grown
him
adult
to like.
dragon.
Yeah.
100 years old. Probably pretty tough.
try it out and make it out of jerky.
Get some dragon dick jerky.
Oh, not bad.
Never had a lizard, crocodile, or anything. I've had
It's like
maybe.
chicken.
He's like, I had lettuce.
It's crazy. Don't understand. It's coming back now, but it's been fucky all night.
Yeah.
Alright, so what's going on? You
Once we get like a little bit out of town and sun starts going, make camp.
okay. So y'all make camp, y'all are making camp, you're gathering food from the wooded area,
Berries and such.
berries and nuts and small game.
Yeah. Only 3 people are allowed in the clear tiny hut is me, Azur, and Lilith.
Okay.
Right now.
Alright, so y'all make your camp, you rest for the night. No trouble this night. You make it back to the camp within the day. You'll see Nate arrive with carts and a couple of hands, and the hands are just like, huh.
Your discretion will
Quite.
be rewarded.
Quite the haul.
Oh, is it looking at the dragon or the gold?
The gold.
Adventuring is tough work, but it's
Do remember we had to kill a dragon to protect this, so
No, I wouldn't dream of trying anything. It's just I've never seen so much gold in my life.
it can make a man crazy.
Nor will I ever.
Might be your last time.
What?
You know, to see so much gold in your life.
Right.
maybe my last time as well.
I understand. You say it could make a man crazy, and
You don't
perhaps
steal
it's
from
set
us,
in.
we'll, you don't-
Oh yeah.
I'm just here to work. I'm just.
Don't turn your back to that one.
Remember, you still work on tips. So.
No, it's just.
You're getting
Again,
well paid.
Not trying to say I was thinking of it. I was. Wow.
By the
Yeah.
way, Nathaniel.
Wow.
The Federation should be here in about 5 days, so I don't mind staying back by myself, waiting,
Right.
if need be.
All right. You want us to
So
help us
wait.
load this up? We need to get this
Okay.
out of here as soon as we can. To hang out, or
That's fine.
they're going to be a few days out. Blackmore's only a day and a half away. Why don't you come back to town, get cleaned up, and then head back out?
I'm just afraid of.
I don't think it's going anywhere.
I know. That's the thing. You never know with these sorts of creatures.
I think we know.
I just start trying my best to pile shit up into like a.
I'll help him load up the new cart.
Yeah.
So
That's
y'all-
good. The one chest to get the loose stuff, and then
Yeah, you'll
other
spend a while
chest.
loading it all up. Let's say it takes you a couple hours to load up all these
put up
coins
some
and
saddlebag.
I probably
but you
got
get it
a
all loaded up.
unseen servant to help us load up this
Yeah.
floating coins.
And everybody, is pitching in, throwing gold into the chest and loading them onto the carts, picking up the loose coins, loading them in there. You've got a covered wagon with your horses, and you've got that other cart, but you can throw a cloth over the top, and y'all begin to head to Blackmore. Is anyone staying with the corpse of the dragon?
I'll stay.
So you stay behind.
Yeah. And as soon as
Y'all
they
head to
start leaving,
Blackmore.
I'll cast up tiny hut.
Okay.
Going with us, or you staying with Draven?
What gonna do?
Both can stay with me if y'all want.
Blackmore, that's her home, or
Y'all don't know she's a Blackmore.
I don't know.
Uh-uh.
Not bad.
I don't think any of y'all do.
All right, whatever.
I don't know what I know.
Lilith wants to stay. Sure, I don't want to leave him by himself for a couple of days, so we'll go and try to bash this. Meet you at an inn or something.
Sounds good. I know of a good one in town that we can meet you at, and I'll point them to one of the higher end inns.
You point in the direction of Blackmore.
Well, I mean, I tell them of it.
He's like, just go that way, 2 days.
And take a left at Bourbon.
At these coordinates.
By Diagon Alley, you'll find it.
Diagonally. That way.
You have to speak very clear. Diagonally. What?
What did he say?
Oh god. No. Don't fall into the computer.
Oh my! Oh, you got mine up. He got my D20 out without.
Yeah, I
mean,
got it out.
Yeah, I just saw that you didn't get it out. Oh yeah, I'm rolling with it all night. Sorry about that.
On the way back, I'll strike up some conversation with the stable hands.
Thomas and Jude and July.
Yeah, you tell them of the Silver Raven Inn that's in town. It's pretty nice inn and tavern. Just called the Silver Raven. But who are you striking up a conversation with? Thomas,
Thomas,
Walter, and
John?
Jonas.
Good old Thomas. Right next to Thomas. So, how long you been in the stabling business?
All my life.
Yeah, how long has that been? How old are you?
It's a pretty rude question to ask. No, it's fine.
Is he an older man, or he looks like a young kid, or what?
He is really hard to tell. He looks all ages at once.
He's ambiguous.
He ascends into the sky.
You-
No.
5 or 30?
He's
He's
an elf.
he looks like he is about maybe 17 years old.
Okay.
He's young. He's got you know, a little bit of scruff growing around.
Poop under his fingernails.
What? Coke?
No, poop.
Poop under his. I wipe my ass with my bare hands.
We're out of leaves.
I have to dig up there and get it all out.
Is your family
You
living
wanna
in
smell my
Blackmore
finger?
forever?
What?
Your family always lived in Blackmore?
Oh yes, we've been in Blackmore for several generations. The honorable profession of stable hands, a long line.
As he puts in a dip.
Puts in a dip of horse manure. Like the way it feels on my teeth.
Well, yes, there's nothing nobler than a man that enjoys his work.
Yes. You have to love what you do. That's what my father tells me.
What you love.
Yes.
How's the
Oh, Betsy.
how's the attitude in Blackmore with the common folk? Everything going good? Pretty smooth sailing in Blackmore these days?
Oh, for the most part, things are normal, I guess. The upper class is always a bit snooty, but I'm assuming that's the same anywhere. But
Still much love for Alistair.
they like to pull their pranks with their higher magic, and some like to show off as he produces like a very dim light cantrip. It's like, I can't do much.
That's something.
It is something.
Is that a fleshlight?
That's why I'm a stable hand. What's a fleshlight?
You yourself,
I guess it comes from my flesh. So yes.
My ex-girlfriend used to do that.
She could do a small light as well.
Called her the
she can do many
stranger.
things with their hands.
As can most wizards and sorcerers and the like.
Yes, they're very talented.
Yes. So, yeah. So the nobles are, they're nobles, but they tend to leave us alone for the most part. You only have to face ridicule every now and then.
I haven't been Blackmore a while. It'd be nice to see the town.
Oh, it's a fine town. The best stables in all the land, if I do say so myself.
The most helpful we've come across.
Yes, most of the common folk in Blackmore have a helpful attitude, but we do what we can to get by. We have to band together. As long as you're... Never mind. So, when was the last time you were in town?
Been ages ago. Seems like a lifetime ago.
Well, any wonderful tales of your adventures, or... I mean,
yes.
there is a dead dragon back there, and
Here
the
just
largest pile
recently,
of gold
we've,
I've ever seen.
acquired quite a fortune, and had to earn it the hard way. That's for sure.
Well, it sure seemed that way.
This dragon has been stalking us for days, and closer and closer. It was really quite terrifying on the road. Ferocious beast like this hovering above you, waiting for its opportunity to strike.
It seems like it chose a poor opportunity.
Not for the weak at heart.
Certainly not. I saw the large pile of gold and considered changing my life's course, but then I saw the dragon, and maybe being a stable hand's not so bad.
Taking fortunes like this off of really, really bad people has its plus, but fortunately they are very powerful as well. Never easy.
And we've killed our fair share of magic people.
Well, any magic yourselves?
Dabble here and there,
Just a
much
little.
like yourself. Just I'll produce the light.
Wow.
It comes in handy.
Yes, it helps me when I have to work in the evening. And I need
I'll
light.
just
But...
levitate a little bit.
Wow. Impressive. Wow.
One thing adventuring will do this to you, and I like.
He's just like staring at your
Yeah,
legs
I
since you
like wiggle
levitated.
my-
He was like,
Wiggle your little nub.
how did that happen?
A large man with a whip.
A whip took your leg off?
Yeah.
A very large man.
He also had a dagger that punctured a hole in my plate here, about yay big.
Wow.
Gave me this scar. Going
Oh.
in the back.
You know that wicked sister maiden shit. What was that cult's name?
The Scourge Mother. Scourge
Scourge-
Mistress.
Scourge
Scourge
mistress.
mistress. Ah.
Clean them hoes out.
Oh.
Some of our friends back there killed about
They had
30
a lot
people in
of
12
gardening
seconds.
equipment. This cult had lots of gardening equipment.
All those O's.
Yeah.
Huh.
It was
A gardening cult. Interesting. Why
was,
did you kill them?
Personally, I only killed like a few.
It was torturous labor.
One of our other buddies, he killed about 20.
I know some gardeners, and they're pretty nice people.
Our buddy fires in the back, running.
He killed gardeners that were running away?
Yeah, women.
Women gardeners running away. He murdered them. And
Hey.
you murdered a bunch of gardeners.
Well, they had these necklaces on,
Oh.
and then they were throwing these.
You killed the gardeners out of greed for their necklaces.
No, they were bad
Wow.
people.
I'm sorry. We were playing a joke. We're not gardeners.
I assumed you're not gardeners if you killed a bunch of them.
No, they were actually clerics
So good holy men.
of a terrible person.
It sounds like. I have no further questions. I think we should just continue the
You know,
job.
the world is bigger out there than
and make it back to
sometimes.
town. You know, I'm feeling really homesick right about now.
No, the world's confusing out there. You think
Not so
people-
black and white.
You think people are good, but they come out to be bad.
Yes, those gardeners and holy men, they're real bastards.
Some will take your leg off and then they'll just put it right back on. Unless you're me, and then they're like, no, we're not going to put it back on you.
Oh,
What would you do?
I would not kill gardeners or men of the cloth.
They weren't men of the cloth, they were men of the
Whale.
Satans. Yeah.
Who's this Satan?
Satan.
Right, you're saying it again, but yet
Winged red
the question remains.
looking people that fly.
Red people.
Yeah.
You're not a religious man, Thomas.
I
Are you
live a simple life.
seem as dumb as me?
I don't.
That's pretty dumb.
That was quite insulting. I don't know anymore.
He's not insulted.
Just seems kind of uncalled for to just call me dumb.
I mean, I have my strengths. You have your strengths.
So I'm an excellent stable hand.
I'm an excellent.
You ever try your hand at gardening?
Yeah.
I don't think I want to. Doesn't seem
Good
like
choice.
the safest of businesses with so many anti-gardeners out there. I didn't realize the movement against gardeners had become so strong. But to have men of your capabilities in their midst.
Never trust a gardener.
As soon as I get back, I will publicly disavow all of my gardener friends.
They were growing things that no one should be growing. None of them were feet.
None of them were what?
Growing feet.
Huh.
This poor kid's gonna be so confused.
They were growing the devil's lettuce.
The devil's lettuce. What is this?
Haven't heard.
No.
What's up?
No. It seems like you'll kill
Good
me if I
choice.
accept it.
No,
Always
we
say
wouldn't
no.
kill it.
Just say no.
We wouldn't kill an innocent man. Unless they
What were
stole
the
some
crimes
gold
of these
from us.
gardeners?
They chopped my foot off. They had
But-
people stored in the back, slaved up, and they would hurt people.
But
for
why would they
fun.
garden themselves and not make the slaves garden?
Well, they all did.
They all garden together?
Slaves were more
People
for
have to eat.
whipping.
They ate the people?
No, people have to eat. That's why they're gardeners.
No way. He's confusing me as well.
You know, it's a long road ahead. I'm gonna go over here and have a drink of water.
He gets off the cart and just runs away.
No, he continues. But he has gotten like the farthest position away from you two as he possibly can, and still be by the cart.
Hey, Walter. What you up to up there?
Just doing my job.
What job is that?
The job I was hired to do.
Not gardening, is it?
No, no. They're all just crying as they're walking.
They were eavesdropping on us.
Yeah, I mean, they can hear they're just talking openly.
That didn't go well.
All right.
Won't be stealing from us.
Why is the stream fucking up so much?
I don't think that was an option in the first place.
I guarantee you they got a couple
Man.
pieces in their pockets.
Yes, that we paid them.
So y'all continue to Blackmore. You arrive in Blackmore the next day. As you approach the gates, Walter Thomas and another guy. Who's Jonah? Yeah. They leave at the stables. And they go back in there and just start doing their jobs real quick. Just kind of like power walk. You know, they don't quite run, but they're moving with quite a pace to get away from you. The stable master shouts out, would you like to stable your carts and horses?
Yes, first we need to unload and then bring them back to stable.
All right. Stable doesn't move. We'll be here.
Can you put us in the direction of the Silver Raven?
Yeah, and he tells you, you know, directions to get there up the street. It's pretty far up in the more nobles quarter.
And whereabouts to the Vision of the Bank?
The bank's so the bank's in like the central town square, which she directs you to as well.
Should stop by there.
Bank.
That's where we put large sums of money. We don't have to carry it around with us, and they'll keep it safe, and we can draw from it whichever city we're in.
Lead the way there, Nate.
You take your carts to the bank there.
I'll go inside and try to get the attention of a attendant.
Then Amnian Bank. First bank of Am.
Bank?
Bank.
Bank?
So you make your way there. Who's staying with the cart? Who's going
I'm
inside?
staying with the car. I ain't
I'll
talking.
go inside.
We ride the cart inside. Sirs, no!
I need to speak to the president. Make a deposit.
All right, so you go inside. You know, there's 3 tellers. There's a bit of a line. You wait for about 15 minutes. Yeah, and then it becomes your turn. You approach the teller. It's a man. He's wearing a monocle and a collared shirt. Welcome to the Bank of Om. Do you have an account?
That's what I was thinking about. Probably do have an account.
All right. What's your name?
Nathaniel.
Nathaniel.
Noir.
Nathaniel Noir.
From the Driscoll.
Driscoll. Okay. He grabs a different book and goes through it. And after about 5 minutes or so, yes,
You know, it hasn't been used much lately, but you know, there's an
Negative 20 gold.
You owe us 15,000 gold. I'm just kidding.
I mean, trade.
Trade in Blackmore. Yes.
My accounts are frozen.
So,
To start a new account, please.
Yes, sir.
yes, so you'd like to make a deposit. What is the sum?
Well, got a full wagon and a full cart.
You,
Seems to
sir,
be-
if you wish to get the equity out of your cart and wagon, I suggest you go sell them to the
Sorry, I think
stable
you,
master
misunderstand.
first.
Sorry, that is completely on me. That is my fault.
Okay.
Got a wagon load of gold.
Oh, well, that's quite different.
He just starts snapping. He's like, go get it for him.
Do you know?
I may need to speak to the president.
the president? Let me. He picks up a red phone. Mr. President.
Who's
yes.
your manager?
It's the manager can assist. I'll go get him real quick, and he walks away. Comes back a few minutes later. And a man, he's in pretty good shape. He's wearing this black robe with like green trim on it, and on the chest it has the sigil of House Blackmore on it. Yes, how may I heard there was a large sum of gold, a cart full,
Yes.
a wagon full, I believe was the term.
Come across quite a bit of sum of gold in our adventuring,
Yes.
and need a place. We would like to deposit it in the bank. Kind of only got a weight of the gold. We
Okay.
may need to spend some time getting a true count.
All right. Okay. Where is this sum? You have it in a secure location, or?
It is out front here at the front door of the bank.
Ah.
We got it in a wagon and a cart and some horses.
Okay.
Put it inside the horse.
All right. Let's go check on that now. Okay.
Right this way.
It follows you out there.
I just like open around the back of the wagon and open like one of the chests. Big one.
Yes.
Majority.
Okay. That is a lot of gold. Okay. Question is, he just starts going around waving his wand around the cart, and like all the dirt and grime and everything just starts flying off of it. He cleans it up. Starts doing it to the horses. He goes up and he flings like double doors like wide open.
This is a stick up.
I guess we'll have to bring it in this way. And they lead the horses up to the doors, and once they get there, he signals for a few of his employees to come over. Together, they all like and just start slowly walking the wagon and the cart towards the back. They get it through the gated area. Oh God, they're all. We need to get this downstairs. They start taking it all, and they start loading it into large sacks and putting it. This takes some time, and eventually they slowly start taking it all down. And as they have all your stuff stacked up in the middle of the downstairs area, which y'all are in, y'all see the lock boxes and all that in there. And then there's another gate similar to the other bank with the vault behind it. And while it's sitting there all bagged up Uh, he begins. He kneels on the ground next to it. He lays out a circle around it in chalk. He waves his hands. He swings his wand. This takes about 10 minutes or so, and he waits. How much gold is there? 30?
30,000.
Yeah, so it comes together and seems to be 30,000 gold coins here. Oh. I developed this myself.
That is
yeah. Running a
excellent
a
spell
big,
you invested there.
yes, it's quite useless unless you're in this line of business.
Perfect for a man in your line of work.
You do something like this for a while, and you develop things to make your life easier. So
The Blackmore way.
yes, our family is quite proficient in the magical arts. So, Nathaniel Noir, your gold is safe here.
Good, very good.
So, is there anything else you needed?
For my I'd like to add a couple names to
To this
the
account?
account that would be able to draws.
All right. Who are these?
Oh my man Azur here.
Azur, and at this point, he's produced a form of sorts. It's just a pad. He's got a quill. Azur, Azul writes it down, and he looks at you for a moment. He draws a wonderful picture of your face. Who else?
The others who can wait until they arrive in town. Care of that at that time.
Okay, and one thing that will be quite helpful is to create a code of sorts that the person can give. Do you have anything in mind?
Your password is password? What's our gang's name? Is like Black something?
Black Company?
Oh, the Black Company.
Black Company?
Yes. As a phrase, for access, just use a Black Company.
Black Company. All right, and you said you wanted to wait for the others. I don't have to draw them all. With your code, that would be helpful.
I'll wait on them
All right.
for a later date.
Okay. All right then. I guess that concludes our business for the day. Come back whenever your other compatriots arrive in town.
And we'll be able to access this at any branch.
Yes, any of the banks.
Wonderful.
Yes. Now, perhaps withdrawing all of it may not be possible at any other bank than this one, but
Understandable.
yes. So, enjoy your stay in Blackmore.
And your name, sir?
My name is Frederick Blackmore.
Frederick.
Yes.
We'll come back to see
He
you
burps
once,
in your face. I'm just kidding.
once our companions arrive in town.
All right. Enjoy the town.
We have banks on the mountain.
Excuse me?
Never mind.
Well,
So,
then,
we'll let him bother you. We'll be on our way.
yes. He, leads you out and walks you back to the front.
Take these horses and carriages back to the...
Okay. You take them to the stable. You stable those. Oh.
to the Silver Raven.
The Silver Raven.
Should try to go back in Raven and Willa site.
We'd be there. By the time we get there, we'd be halfway.
stable our horses, so we'll worry about it.
Yeah.
All right, so you are waiting another 5 days
Is it another 5?
from when they left.
Whenever he left.
Right.
Yeah.
Day and a half.
Yeah, y'all would get back before the Federation arrives.
Back. Like 4.5 days, right?
Yeah. You're just waiting on the Federation to arrive and.
Yeah.
So, what are y'all planning on doing in these few days? Just kind of hanging out.
Go shopping.
Yeah, check out some shops.
Okay, we'll get back to that.
Yeah.
God damn it. What's wrong with this fucking thing tonight?
I don't know, it's irritating. I keep looking over, it's like...
Yeah, it like actually completely cut off this time. I wonder if we should just wait.
It's still going for me.
I'm just saying it's like cutting up into other clips now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Before it was all kind of staying together, but now it's cut off. Started a new video. I don't know what's wrong with it. Yeah, no, it's going right now. It's just cutting it up. Yeah, it's cutting it up now. Yeah. I don't understand what's wrong.
Just want to old Ravens.
Yeah, so yeah, I feel like we should just cut it off and pick up again next week. Is that cool with y'all?
That's fine. I don't, that's fine with me.
So after what was it, the 5 other days after they left, a man arrives. Draven?
Yes, sir.
You're Draven.
I am. In the flesh.
And that is the dragon.
Yes. Are
He
you
walks
ill?
up to it.
Are you ill?
No, I just didn't expect it to be that large of a dragon.
I see.
Uh,
Neither did we.
I am Isaac Graham. I'm from the Federation in Thorley. I was sent here to come appraise your kill. He walks up to it and just he touches it.
It's not an illusion.
Yeah. Seems real enough. Wow. Impressive. I will go back to the Federation and let them know.
Alright. Do
that
I get a
you-
voucher from you saying that this is complete, or are you the voucher? Oh, just in case something happens to you on the way.
Oh, God.
I'm just saying, the road's all dangerous.
Right. Yes. You'll just need to come to the Thorley branch,
Alright,
and you'll let them know
of course.
that you're there to claim your reward. And I will let them know that it's been appraised.
Are you also the one who investigated the demon that my party took down?
No.
Oh.
I do not know of this.
Alright. What was that? Alright.
Well done. And he backs away, facing you the whole time until he gets far enough away, and then he turns around and walks.
Getting my servant to pack up our shit to head to Blackmore.
All right, so you pack up your stuff. You set
Definitely
out
need to up our rank in the Federation.
on the road to, yeah, this will for sure. You head down the road towards Blackmore. After about a day and a half, you arrive at your home of Blackmore. The same familiar tall black buildings, the black streets. It's very black.
Feels good to be home, but I
More
put
black.
my hood up.
All right. Put your hood up. And you continue to the Silver Raven,
Mm-hmm.
where you meet your friends, Nathaniel and Azur. You see Draven and Lilith walk in.
Man, meet you.
Yes, he said to meet him back in their
Thorley?
town to claim our reward.
Like in Thorley.
Yes.
We could just have like money at all the banks.
Yes.
Sounds like it.
But that I deposited gold into the bank here. What?
Alright.
Added Azure to the account to be able to access. Figured I would wait for y'all to add you two as well.
Alright.
What name to give them? So I would I'll leave that up to y'all.
Alright. Suppose we can make a trip over there. Seen anything you like?
Oh,
We've just been drinking before and we hadn't been shopping yet.
Yes, celebrating the victory.
Sounds like my sister missed out.
So you don't want to go to the bank now, get them on there, and then we can end? Or what?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. Alright, so you'll head there.
Frederick.
Frederick.
Franklin or
Frederick.
Fred.
No, Frederick.
He's not a bad guy.
You flag down the manager while you're there. Ah, Nathaniel.
Yes, my companions are finally back. Add them to our account.
Oh. Okay. These are your companions?
Is there a problem?
No. No, there's none at all. I'm just a little surprised.
Surprise.
Name?
I mean, we know each other. We go so far back.
So
You know,
he
you
starts
know me,
writing.
Draven and Lilith,
Yes, I know.
of course.
How could I forget?
Oh, y'all acquaintances.
We grew up in this town.
Ah.
You know, we get around.
Starts writing on the paper.
Dark place.
Names. Draws a little picture next to him.
And the passphrase for access Black Company.
Oh,
Black
perhaps we should
Company.
change it now.
What do you say?
Oh, well, perhaps we should go to somewhere more private and then say what our passcode
Oh, we're out in
is.
the middle. We wouldn't be in his office doing this.
He was out there. So y'all just flagged him down.
We will, so we don't say that.
So you don't say that. Y'all go to the office to do this and you write it down. All right. Well, Azur, Nathaniel, Draven, and Lilith are all on this account.
You're ready to go shop.
Well, good to see you, Draven.
Good to see you.
And
Hope
you,
your family
Lilith?
as well.
As we're walking out, just
Slaps his arm on your shoulder.
I give him
Well
one of
done.
those awkward white people smiles.
How old is Frederick Look?
He looks to be roughly in his 50s or so.
So he's like good shape, 50-year-old man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he's in very good shape.
Dressed all fucking nice and shit.
Very nice. Very good shape.
I know a little bit about the Blackmore hierarchy. Do I know where he falls?
Yeah, based on your past knowledge, he's not super high ranking, but he is very well respected. But if you had to go like tiers, he'd be like, I don't know, like maybe like 5th tier out of like 10 or so. So somewhere in the middle. Not bad, but very respected member of the community. The Blackmore family.
Walking out. What was all that about?
What was what about?
Kept looking at you like he wanted to give you a gold for something.
Definitely seemed to know you pretty well.
I mean, you know how it is living in a town all your life.
The last town I was in, I'm not sure anybody knew my name.
Our family is pretty well known around here, so we know each other, and he's a pretty respected member of the community. He's done work with my father.
Only one
A little bit.
well known.
There's a few. I mean, the biggest one is Blackmore, of course, but there's a few higher families around here.
You live here?
Inside. You roll your deception.
Natural one.
He seems to be holding something back.
Either way, we got a nice small fortune tucked away in there.
That's true. That's true. Is there anything that you would like to look at, or maybe I could show you around a bit?
Yeah, that would be good. I don't want to stay here very long. Like to and make it back to Thorley to see what that
Of
plays
course.
out, and maybe
Hey.
find work along the way.
This town has some of the best shops around, in my personal opinion.
Yeah, the magic shops are excellent as well.
But
Did you work up there? Did you work at one?
No, I was more studious my time here. I was kept up, locked up for the most part.
Okay, what?
Studious, you know,
They like to read.
Locked up and had to read.
pretty much, yeah.
Nice childhood. Nice
How
and
you would
safe.
describe it.
I mean, it's nothing like the mountain.
I miss my fucking food. Good days.
We always had our pets, of course.
Pet rat scabbers.
No.
Crookshanks.
Sure, we had a fleet of fucking dogs.
Well, I didn't like the dogs that jumped on you. My
No,
robe's dirty.
my books.
Daddy, don't get my homework.
There's drool on my pages.
All right, so looking around, or just knowing, you know that the shops here are a little more specialized. So shopping for magic rings or jewelry, you would go to a specific store for that. Stabs and wands would be at another place. Armor and weapons would be at another. And the more wondrous item type things would be in their own little category. So what are you trying to find?
How long until your armor will be done?
Oh, that was on session 22. We got 5 weeks left, maybe 6 weeks left.
What's in
That,
Thorley?
Sable.
Sable.
Pride Silver Tree.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that
yeah, it
was
was in
Sable.
Sable.
That was after, because we left there, went to the Under Earthers. They told us they were going to attack the bank there, and we are like, oh, we don't want to be a part of that, so we stayed clear of there for a while.
Right.
So I put a 200 gold deposit down.
What are you looking for?
Jewelry.
Well, potions.
Potion shop it is.
Potions first.
Got some rings and amulets.
$30K in Blackmore.
To open up my
Black
other
money.
sheets. All right.
Yeah, but
So you're looking for a potion shop?
Did Lilith have more gold on her?
For sure she
That was
did.
all of it together. The whole haul, I believe.
You said how much I could put in the bag of holding, and then you put the rest of it. So,
Okay.
Like, you gave me like I think it was like 1,200 in my bag, and then you gave like the rest.
Okay.
So like because my bag's like completely maxed.
Right. I got you. So the 30K went in the bank, and then your bag had like 1,200 or whatever. And so
Well, I had like 6,500 in or something, and you're like, well, what do you got in it now?
okay.
And then you let me max out my
Right.
bag.
So you put 30K in the bank, and then the rest was in your bag. Gotcha. I think Lilith did have some in her backpack.
She had 2,000.
Yeah. So it should be on her sheet, whatever she had. in
Well,
her
I know
bag.
that was whatever. I don't know if that's with the gold that was divvied up there. I have
Either
no
way.
idea.
She
whatever.
ain't right.
30K in the bank, whatever she has, and whatever.
Right. 'Cause I've only got like 600 in my. Bag.
She stuffed her whole back. She dumped all the shit out of her backpack and put it in there. I remember now. All right. So, anyways, potion shop.
You have Thunder Fang? Takes it off of here.
Hello, sir. Mighty fine shop you have here.
Yes, this is a wonderful shop, sir. Put some
Yes.
glasses up.
What you got available there?
Welcome to Titus's Tinctures. Tinctures. It's hard to say, but that's the name of the shop, sir.
As it fits on the sign.
Yeah. There's a sign. So,
Blackmore page.
are you looking for
Good
potions?
Titus.
I am looking for potions.
Well, then you came to the right place.
I figured.
Well,
Potion.
well,
I wasn't sure what a tincture was, but I had a good feeling.
Tinks. That's what it
A
was.
tingling, if you would. I bet you get that one.
tingling.
I guess at least anybody that's related to my family would know, like, that I'm.
Everyone knows who you are.
Okay. Yeah, right. But they would. The ones in my family would at least know that I'm not allowed to basically claim my name.
Everyone
right now.
knows. Yeah.
Okay, so they all know.
It
that
is
I'm
very
not-
well known in your town that
Okay.
you don't get any special privileges while
right.
you're out doing what
So-
you're doing.
I know we kind of talked about this before, but I don't know if we ever decided if it was official by going by Draven Black.
Right, yeah,
Black and
that's
Black.
officially what y'all do.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
I just want to double
Mhm,
check and be
yeah.
clear on that.
Yeah, everyone knows in this town for sure that
Okay.
you don't get to pull the Blackmore name out.
Right.
They know who you are,
Right.
but it
If
holds
they
no
are,
sway.
if they were like, oh,
You
Draven
wouldn't know.
Black,
It's like- yes,
they
that's
wouldn't
what they
say
would-
Blackmore.
They would
at that
refer to
point.
you as that, yeah.
Okay, cool. Because I know they know me as Draven Black. but
Right.
I've never.
Right. Yes, it's a very well known and accepted custom in this town that
Okay.
when the Blackmores go out to do their thing, they're called Black or whatever, like, and that may not, it's not super. Other cities would know that you'll go out, but they wouldn't particularly be super keen to that custom,
Right. They wouldn't know that we go by Black.
Right. It's more localized. But anyways. So, tinctures. Anything specific you're looking for?
I can definitely. You always seem to be needing some healing.
Real big on the
Healing.
Go through them quite often. We are a adventuring group, and we find ourselves.
William just starts laying these potions out on the table, like, with quite the authority. I've got your regular healing potions. Greater, superior, and a supreme. And he pulls out this big vial. Yeah, look at that. He starts, like, making it, like, rotate around on, like, the bottom of the bowl.
Much for all of it.
Oh, big spender.
How many of each do you
There's 4 regulars. There are 4 graders, 3 superiors, and 1 supreme. So 4, 4, 3, 1. That will come to a total of. Wait, at 4, 4.
We drinking potions like they're going out of style.
3.
How many you got over there?
And
Me? I know from what her sheet says, she's
well, the
cleaned
lot
out.
would be 3,500
And-
gold pieces.
I've got one greater.
You have anything else I've found?
Wait! I just start slamming stuff on the counter again. I've got a potion of clairvoyance. That will, put a. You can either see or hear. You can choose see or hear in an area that's familiar to you. It's within a mile. Yeah, I'll give you a little far sight.
How much that one run?
Well, funny you should ask. How much this potion would fucking cost? 960 gold.
That on the back burner for now. Check out what else.
Well, potion of longevity. If that piques your interest, and no, it doesn't. Makes you remember longer.
Only it did.
It'll reduce your age a bit.
I like this guy.
You know, if you're feeling a little old, it could make you feel a little more spry.
Not that old yet. We might not live tomorrow.
Bleak outlook. But yeah, fair enough. You're an adventurer. Y'all die a lot.
Yes, anything to make that less often would be great.
Well, yeah, bought a lot of healing. Got something that could help you resist, fire and holy fire, radiant. Some like to call it radiation. I like to say. Yeah, I'm a man of science. So, yeah, resistance. It makes it hurt you less.
Is this a lot?
I was just naming things. Okay.
sorry.
I think.
My apologies.
The fires.
Wow, I thought these were incredible. High standards.
Resistance of fire. Like that.
Yeah, I like that one too.
How much do you like
Helps
that
when you're cooking, but kind of a waste. It's pretty expensive.
He's my new favorite job owner.
Phoenix feather.
I got a potion of gaseous form.
Like a burrito?
No, it doesn't give you the flatulence. It will turn you into gas.
How's that?
And you can float around.
How much you got on that?
How much do I got? I got 2 of them. But I guess you were asking the cost. 300 a pop.
We'll leave that on the front burner for now.
Well, I'm just burning all my potions. I got an elixir of health.
I got 2 of them already.
Oh, well stocked up, huh? Couldn't use a third. Nope, okay. We're shooting my shot. And a potion of invisibility, and that's about all I got.
How much for the invisibility?
We've got 2 of those already.
You wouldn't even be able to see
They're
the
flush
prices
with
on this
coin.
one.
If you want the
Flush with coin, and we're throwing everything on the back burner. Can't be too flush. Not royal flush.
Yes. Definitely hit our limits here.
What was the last one I said? I already forgot. Invisibility.
I could give you one of these potions if you
Oh,
like.
I'll take it. Yeah,
Not-
I can
not
sell it
you.
later.
I appreciate it, but
Thought you were a nice guy.
spell.
Invisibility. That would be 500 gold.
Why don't we stick with the these healing potions you've got here,
Mhm.
and both of those gaseous forms.
Oh, we like the gaseous form though. Fire.
Mr. Invisible.
Your face doesn't look sold, but
How much for the fire?
how much for the fire? How much for the fire? 350.
So that puts us at 44.50. Let me get the whole lot for 38, and
2450 38. One second. Let me pull out my abacus. Okay, roll. Persuasion.
Yep.
820? 828. 27. All right, 38. I believe we have a deal, sir.
Hey. Got how much coin Lilith got over there?
She's
Take her.
Yeah, I am.
2,187.
Okay, how much you got?
695.
Okay, I've got 1,300. I'll
Pulling our coins together here, huh?
go back to the bank and restock.
Mr. Flush with
Oh,
cash.
she had 12,000.
2,187.
We'll do 2,000, then
3,200.
30.
I just want to mark it off of your 30,000 in the bank. You can do that. We'll
Just
say while
write
you're
him a
here,
check.
No, we'll say you pulled out money to shop and
What was it?
3,800? 38.
She's got our backpack on. Just
We got all the healings. We got 2 gaseous forms and the fire resist.
mm-hmm.
Good haul. Good haul.
Quite the haul. Well,
You had 4 regular healing.
that was Titus's tinctures.
2, 1
Tinctures.
supreme.
God, I gotta rename this place.
probably ought to.
Hmm.
Maybe just go by a logo.
4 greater.
Fire.
Interesting idea.
I've heard it's the new fad.
I haven't heard of it. This guy.
Yeah, you know the
Classic
vibes.
this guy.
You know.
Seems he was raised here.
Yeah, he was.
You know him well, then.
Yeah.
Oh, he's poking around your shop.
Yeah.
He is pretty mean.
I didn't hang out at this shop as much as.
No, so now we're not friends.
Wait, I didn't say that. I just said I wasn't
How old is
here
this guy?
as much.
he's probably like late 20s. I guess probably 28, 29.
I mean,
Whatever.
Uh,
Have a nice day, and he just walks into the back.
it's good to be back.
All right. Anything else y'all wanted
I wanna go
to
to
check out?
jewelry if I
We get all
can.
the shopping out of the way.
Jewelry would be rings and
Ring or
amulets.
necklace.
2 rings.
I think there's only one person that has room for anything.
Anything better here than what we got?
I just want to check out the magic shop a little bit. A little poke and prod.
Well, it's all,
So where are you going?
the magic shops are all pretty. I want to go to the jewelry one.
Go to the spell scroll shop.
Spell scroll.
I could write one that you could read.
He can't read.
I think I can,
His language.
Oh yeah.
He says he.
I can only read for more.
I can write in a dialect primordial.
I
What do you got,
languages.
Blackmore? I'm a nerd.
You got comprehend languages or whatever.
Yeah, I got that, and I've got that dagger that gave me one.
Oh, it makes you
Mhm.
do that too.
Just like his spear.
Oh, so it's not.
But I also have
Dialect of it.
comprehend language that I could write in.
Alrighty.
I'll walk in and be like, "Y'all got feet here?"
Put a ring on your nub.
Open full. Water walking.
It's just a lesser illusion.
Yeah.
It looks like I got a foot.
It's just a barefoot. It's a white barefoot.
Yeah, so y'all go to the
Infinity Gauntlet.
the Infinity Gauntlet.
Makers.
Alrighty, you make your way to fuck,
The jeweled gauntlet.
the Jeweled Gauntlet. No. Sure. The Jeweled Gauntlet. On the front, there's just like this gold gauntlet that has gems set in the hands.
I'd like one of those.
Oh, you'd like the sign? I guess we could make you a sign.
No, it's on the sign.
Wood?
Looking
The
for
good-looking gauntlet.
for a bit of a crutch, you say.
A crutch at
Something that
the
can make
jewelry
me-
store.
That can make me better magically. Make me better at other areas. What do you got?
Well, I have lots of items that would make you better in areas.
Good thing we came in.
Anything more specific, just to try to help guide your journey here?
Something that can make me more elusive, stronger, maybe.
All right, I will.
Definitely something that could
Maybe a little more sturdier.
protect me.
All right. I will just start telling you the items that I have here.
Probably a great idea.
Yes. Yes.
Don't you have that?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll put it on here, Dad.
Now. Ah. This is jewelry. So he pulls out these gold glasses, the circular rims with these blue lenses, these blue crystals. You put these on, and you could a really long horn. Try to use the charm person spell with these glasses here. That would make you better in one area.
He's already charming.
Yes.
Good looking one.
I'm not that charming.
Good looking one.
And this
Or
he
that
pulls
perception.
out this other set of lenses. They look like when you put them on, it almost looks like a masquerade mask almost, but it almost resembles an owl. If you put these on, you could see in the dark. Yes. If you can already see in the dark, it improves your sight. These would be eyes 1,500 gold pieces for the owl mask.
You have two owl masks?
No, I have one. No, it's just goggles at night. Slap those on. Oh,
Does it see like in a map? darkness. Or...
It gives you dark vision. Just dark vision. It
My
doesn't,
aspect.
it doesn't see into magical. He pulls out a long gold chain with diamonds and rubies inset in it, and at the very end is a skull amulet with its like the front of the brain exposed and two pink gems for eyes. This is I'm wearing this medallion. You can detect others' thoughts with it. Yes, 3 times a day.
Quite an item.
Yes. And it's quite fashionable.
I wonder what the price is on an item like that.
2,000 gold pieces?
What's the effective range? If I could test it out myself, you just put it on, I'll go see how far away I can reach.
30 feet. Yes.
Okay. Maybe.
I can tell you want to buy it.
Definitely
Just trying
want
to
buy it.
check out the rest of your stock first, possibly.
Alright, I will continue.
I
through
just
my
already
inven-
can see in darkness. I can read your thoughts. If you don't like me,
You can
go
read
on.
my thoughts.
not really. That was just
Oh. Well. Pulls out a ring. It's a silver ring. It's kind of octagonal, like in shape. And then it comes up and curls up to 2 like ram horns. This is a ring of the ram. 3 times in a day. It has 3 uses, 3 charges, if you will. If someone's within 60 feet of you, you can make a ram's head appear, and you can strike them with it.
Really?
Or you can try to break an object.
much is that?
This interests you.
Yes, it does. Yeah.
Ring of the Ram.
I won't-
3,000 gold pieces. We'll just say it hits with.
We'll take that.
And
We'll put that to the side. The side.
places it back right in front of him.
No, I just meant like we're gonna put it to the side. Like I wasn't gonna touch anything. Put that one to the side. We're gonna get that one probably.
Moves it
Little-
over about 3 inches.
A bit more. No.
All right. The next item that I will show you.
Can't remember. I just know on the. I don't remember.
So, what are we thinking? These are in our wheelhouse. Were these too expensive? Is that the
Sure.
A
hesitation?
little bit higher would be nice.
They're absolutely
A little bit
about the
higher?
Things that
So
will-
something more expensive. Perhaps my prize item.
Oh.
No? Okay.
No, I just meant like, oh no, like, bring it to me.
All right. we
really reminds me of opening up like treasure chests on video games.
Right. What's gonna be next? He was to fucking sort by alphabet of.
There's illusionist bracers.
No.
2 million gold pieces.
Just kill them and take
Yeah,
them.
I'm really thinking the whole campaign's robbing to get inside of it.
Yeah.
You look it up.
All right. He holds up this silver chain. And it's got this silver outline with little bars going over it. And in the middle is this black, like obsidian, like stone, with runes etched into it all around. And a priced item. This amulet here. Oh, when you wear it, you'll have to spend time and attune with items, as I'm sure you're familiar. You name a location that you know of, are familiar with, on another plane of existence. And if all goes well, you can travel there. Now, this comes at a price. Of course, my crowning prized possession. 160,000 gold pieces. Was this more of the price range you were referring to?
Got that, but it's in our wheelhouse. We're looking to get stronger, not go to different places. We're trying to make this
I
plane.
don't understand the power of. All right then.
But that's right in our wheelhouse.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't have anything else in this price range.
What do you have that's a little lower?
The things I previously
Well, we're gonna.
stated to you.
With the owl glasses.
Okay.
Up to you. It's the tech thoughts, the bull ring, and the glasses.
Glasses.
Okay. Tech thoughts. Right?
No, I'm good.
All right. So the goggles of night, 1,500.
I'll be able to get those off your hands. 1,200.
Roll persuasion.
8 feet. Man, a little bit further.
At 20.
Go 6.
Yes, 1,200 will be acceptable.
Get it.
Or, throw us around your shop.
Yes, no problem.
Wondrous items here.
Yes, wonderful.
So it's 1,200.
Owl glasses.
So, is that it?
That will be it for today.
Well, have a wonderful day. Enjoy your stay in Blackmore. Draven. Lilith. You're quite famous.
Yeah. I'm just trying not to make a scene, and Lilith's probably walking around like a fucking peacock.
Oh, yeah. Alrighty.
What were those glasses called?
Goggles of night. Anything else you want to shop for?
I wouldn't mind going by the spell scroll shop and the
Spell
one
scroll
shop.
In the one shop?
Yeah.
Okay. Spell scroll in one shop. Make your way to the Elder Scroll.
This is the shop that I more frequently as
These
a
just have scrolls,
boy.
no ones.
Yep, this is the scroll shop.
Okay.
Your wife goes into Target. Target.
Or stay outside smoking cigarettes.
Interested in the scrolls?
All right. Draven, welcome.
Thank you.
It's been a while.
It has.
Everyone's in.
We get around.
So you stayed inside most of the time.
Of course, but as an arcane user, I do like to frequent places of magic.
Well, a treat. I didn't realize I was in for today. So, well, what kind of spell scrolls are we looking for?
Oh, you know me. I like to peruse and browse.
Yes. So,
I have gotten a quite bit stronger since I've been here.
have you now?
I have.
Have you now?
I could, the best thing that I could probably cast right now is a slightly stronger fireball.
Ah, impressive.
Thank you.
You've come a long way. Come a long
Tried.
way. Well. Whew. Slightly stronger.
Yeah, I don't know how else to
On a
word
scale
that.
of 1 to 9.
It's a 4.
What level of difficulty? Well, I have a scroll of slow,
Oh.
scroll of blur, scroll of enlarge, reduce, protection from poison, protection from plants,
Plants are dangerous.
locate plants or
I
animals.
thought you
We
said
have no
planted
gardeners
it
taking
first.
them.
I do like the first two that I've heard. They're not blur, but slow and enlarge and reduce. They're both handy.
Yes, and then some others I think would be out of your range of ability, but you could have them for later.
That's true.
Or one use it'd be difficult, but perhaps you could pull it off in the heat of a moment. I have Firestorm, Investor of Flame, Investor of Wind.
They're both excellent spells. I've heard a great deal about them.
Interested?
I am, but
Don't look at whatever you
I,
want to get, dude.
I mean, you know how I am. I don't want to spend all of a coin in one spot, because I could definitely do it here. But the slow, the enlarge, reduce,
Okay.
both sound excellent. And message or a flame or wind wouldn't be bad. Is there a preferability?
What's the effect?
Basically, you embody that element, and you are able to cast certain things through that element. Like the vestige of flame would make it where people would be hard to get close to me because my body would erupt in flame, and I would be able to cast out basically walls of flame.
That sounds.
And then the vestige
It's
of,
quite rad.
it is. And then the vestige of wind, I believe, it gives me the ability to fly and something else, but I'm not sure.
Wind comes swirling around you, it will knock arrows out of the sky potentially. Wind swirls around you in a 15-foot cube. It hurts your enemies or anyone really who's within range.
Both of those sound Awesome.
They are pretty awesome, and they come with a
are.
pretty awesome price
Yes,
of 22,500 apiece.
You know, let's put those on the back burner, and we'll
I
go with
certainly
the first
won't
two.
burn them.
But you wouldn't happen to have in your possession a scroll of light, would you?
A scroll of flight. Let me look through my inventory. No, I do not.
You don't? Okay. It was a long shot. I don't know too many people that do carry it nowadays.
I do have some
Fly, but
powerful
with the scroll.
scrolls, but I don't have that on me at the moment. I listed the ones I thought might interest you.
All right.
How much are the ones that you're interested in now?
Enlarge reduce would cost you 400, and slow would cost you 750.
Completely. Take 1,000.
Cool. How about 1,100? Roughly, yeah.
Yes. Up.
Yes. A fine deal.
I appreciate it, as always.
Yes.
Maybe one day we can come back for that other spells or anything else that you've come across.
It is in our price range.
Does he
Very
also
well.
sell tomes?
Like just empty tomes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. This is the man who first helped me create my
Yes.
tome.
A tome.
My tome.
Tome. A tome.
Helped you fill your tome. Eh?
Yes.
Dude.
Put his
Quill
in
your page.
Put the quill in the inkwell.
the dip.
Just a tip.
Quite a good
Just
man.
the tip of the quill.
But as always, I
You
do
don't want to
appreciate
get the
it.
whole feather in there. No, just the tip.
Mess.
Nice and subtle.
So I suppose we'll go to the one shop now.
A pawn shop?
No,
The wand
the
shop.
one shop.
Here, pawn stars!
I can give you 2 gold for
I
it.
give you gold for that there amulet of the plains.
Not much about this. Let me
See,
call
I
a
still
friend.
gotta sell it, and I gotta make a profit off of it. So
These guys are just pieces of shit.
they are.
So good though.
Yeah.
And then they always turn around. Huh, I rate that guy.
Yeah. Alright, so. Where to now?
One shop.
One shop.
One.
We just make the rounds and go to the. I don't need any weapons.
One shop. One shop. Going to the one shop. It
Buy a wand.
is a shop of wands.
Wand.
They
Any
sell
wands around
wands.
here?
Wand.
I want
And
a-
staffs.
I want a wand.
Would they also like if they were to have it? Would that be a place that would have the wizard's hat?
The wizard's hat.
Yeah.
That article of clothing.
Yeah, well, which is a magical item.
Yeah. One might call it a wondrous item.
Is it a wondrous item?
It is a wondrous item.
The wizard. Gotta be.
Pretty cool. Like if I don't know a cantrip, I can make a intelligence check to try to use it.
Huh.
And I can use a spell focus.
Get that.
Pretty cool.
Shouldn't. So what kind of wands can
Definitely
I
get
buy
that.
there, Mr. Wander?
Wonderman.
Wanderer?
Show me
You're the Wandman.
Nick Wardman?
Nick Wandman.
Looks like you have quite an infection of staff around here.
What was your name, sir?
Good one.
No, your name's not Nick. What is it?
Nicholas one.
Nichols.
Was Wonderman.
Nicholas Wonderman.
Hello,
Nicholas Wonderman.
Nicholas.
Hello.
Ooh.
Welcome to my
Abode.
shop of wands and staves.
Hello, Nick.
Staves.
Any rods?
Ooh.
Rod? Rod. rods. Rods. No, I have wands and staves.
What
like a
sort
wand.
of wands do you have?
Offensive.
Any more that are more powerful than a base wand?
Hmm.
This one.
He has these wands lined in his coat. Well, how,
Any of the healing variety?
any of the healing variety?
I think that would be a staff.
I have for you a wand. A magic missile. Impressive.
Everyone in every town has a wand.
Everyone in every town.
Yes.
I find that hard to believe.
Every magic user.
Every magic user has a wand of magic missiles. Let me ask, are you a magic user? Oh. Are you a magic user?
You know the answer to that.
Are you a magic user?
I dabble.
Do you have a wand of magic missiles?
I could if I wanted one.
But do you have one?
It
How
was
much
a
is that one?
joke, Nicole.
Hold on. Kind sir, do you have a wand of magic missiles?
No, and I do not want one.
0 for 2. Survey says that was bullshit. So, if you're interested,
I'm not interested. So
How much
thank
for
you.
your wand of magic missile?
8,000 gold pieces.
But magic missiles, I get fire out of that damn. Flying creature. Such.
You could possibly use that.
Have a one fireballs.
Says
What
the
did
guy
you
that has
roll?
the most damage in every kid.
Says the
Not in that last fight.
It has 7 charges.
7 darts.
Now you can, no, it does 3
Oh.
on 1 casting. And they automatically hit. Yeah, 3d4 plus 3 total.
Each dart is
Ah,
1d4.
now. You can spend 1 charge and do that 7 times. Or, you know, you can blow all your load at once. You just really give it a good hard shake. Send a whole load of magic missiles at them.
21. 4. Plus 7.
It goes up 1 more dart for each level up.
Oh.
Yeah, not by 3 each time. You could go to level 1, then up to level 6. So
8.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Only 8 darts.
8 darts. 8d4 plus 8 that automatically hit.
8,000 you said.
Yeah. Dollars. There's $1.
A doll hair. I've
Like,
never heard of a doll
I
hair.
don't accept that as valid currency.
Clearly, you've never been to the mountains.
I haven't.
really?
Clearly. Agreed. So, not interested in the wand of magic missiles that not everyone has.
I'm curious in the wondrous shop.
Hmm?
Huh?
Huh?
Nothing.
I was just talking about the different measures.
A different shop.
Yes, there was this one asshole in a different town that didn't have near as much stuff as you.
I've shown you one thing.
And it was cool.
This seems like it's not in. No, I'll just show you my wands. I can do business. I can move on. This is a wand of secrets. And this
Tell,
is
tell the secret.
this is a wand of web.
Ooh, how much?
Oh, we're interested all of a sudden. Not some other magic shop. Wand
I
of
didn't
web.
want another magic shop.
What did he say? I couldn't hear him under his breath.
I think he passively aggressively said one of web.
Oh.
He's just twirling it in between his fingers. It's a a black wand with like silver twisting metal up into a spider on the tip and a purple amethyst on top.
For the Wanda Web.
Wand of web. They're not gonna like it. You were so
$12,000 gold. I mean,
no. Less.
10?
9,
Less.
4, 6,
More.
10.
7,
More.
8.
There you go. A wonderful guess. I liked how you just walked it up. No, just totally gave up on trying. Thought we were playing a fun game, but you would like it.
Yeah. What else you got?
I have a. You're still interested in wands? Perhaps some of my staves?
Stave. Medium rare.
Staff of the Adder. Anyone?
Staff of the Hatter?
Wow, we need to work on our listening skills, Mr.
Definitely.
Draven.
Adder.
It's a wooden staff that kind of comes up to a snake head. You know, my old friend Moses. Well, this was his staff. Throw it on the ground and it can turn into a snake. Yeah, old Moses. Oh, not.
I don't
Throws it
like
on the
it.
ground and turns it into a snake.
I don't like
Chases
this
us
guy.
out of the store.
Snake! Look like snakes, alright.
Just a normal snake.
Venomous. Huh? Alright, he pulls out a staff. That, Yeah. Back on the shelf.
What was that? Oh, I'm interested in it.
You don't want to know.
Really?
Yeah. I feel like you don't want to know.
Very interesting.
Okay, we'll waste all our time. Are you a druid? Or are you, sir, a druid?
You know the answer to that.
Still interested?
Oh,
Maybe I know a druid.
move along.
Ignore him.
Wait, which one?
The one on the far end.
Nice staff if you're a druid.
Been feeling Jewish lately.
Well,
Got some Jewish in you?
pulls out a staff. Or this is a wand, actually. A wand that's looks like it's made out of bone. And it's got like this tiny little skull on top. Wand of fear. Yes, it is interesting. Perhaps we'll just start with the price before we go into a detailed explanation.
So well.
10,000 gold pieces. Seems like we're not that interested anymore. Are we?
Does it require a tune?
Yes, of course. Of course. All of these items do.
Web better because they stick there and
Webs are sticky.
flying away and then coming back.
You gonna get the one for webs? You gonna get the web one?
I would like to get it, but
All right, we'll continue on. Continue on.
Here we go to the wondrous shop.
I got 32,000 gold.
Pulls off this like really obscure looking staff off the wall, made out of wood, but it has like this yellow, looks like a hardened like liquid on it, and these little scarabs all around it. This is a staff of swarming insects. Make all these nasty little bugs here come off of it and swarm around. What'd you say, sir?
Nothing.
I'm unfamiliar with the term. Is that like a eureka or sneeze? A sneeze. All right, so that is a sneeze. Staff of 16,000. Nope.
Staff of what?
Swarming insects.
Oh,
Yeah. Yes, I was just saying the price for that staff.
I think I'm good. Don't know about any of you.
Yes, I think.
On the web?
I need more
that bone
offensive,
walk
maybe.
thing that you've been working on.
The best offense is a good defense.
Well, I can cast these.
What I was trying to create is basically a Warcaster wand. A Warcaster wand doesn't necessarily have
War mage.
War Mage wand doesn't necessarily have a certain trick it does. It just usually has like a small little thing that it will do, and then it will boost my attack power.
So something like that.
I've been trying to gather some items to create one.
Oh, I'd like to create one.
Was one of your cross fine dragon bow.
And a great
not often.
game antler.
And a what?
A great game antler from a deer.
Antler more common than dragon bone.
Amethyst.
There's amethyst.
Got it.
All the good wand components.
Trying to,
What? Where's this dragon bone?
and I'll pull it out of my bag.
I could make something from this.
Probably about 13 inches.
Overcompensating for something.
I just wanted to have room to spare.
Right. Well, nothing wrong with a couple of extra inches.
But I thought about eventually trying to craft a
Craft
wand.
it yourself.
I don't know if I could. I don't
I
believe
can certainly make it for you. You leave me the dragon bone and
I
whatever
want it to be
else.
very, very strong. So is there more components that I might be able to get to help you craft something?
Dragon bone. How strong mechanically out of game?
Mechanically, I was thinking
Like +2?
at least 2.
Okay.
I doubt I could get to 3, but that would be really cool.
3's a little further down the road,
Right.
like way later, you know, but +2. Well, you'd need a strong core. Dragon bone's a good start for the wand itself.
I tried to get Dragon Hot String, but
So yes, it's
That
difficult
was-
to come by.
should
Yes, it requires an experienced and delicate hand. So describe to me your style of magic here.
My style is abjuration. I prefer defensive to win
Right, so
offensively.
abjure, shield, Mage armor. Old person. Just what are your go-to spells when a fight opens up?
My go-to spells are generally...
Right off the bat, first spell. What are you doing?
Well, the last couple of fights have been
On
Fireball,
a
but
typical fight.
generally it's Hold Person or even Counter Spell has come in the start of a fight multiple
Alright.
times.
Okay. So
Shield is
protection.
often used. Usually I try to do Mage Armor before the fight even begins, of course.
Right. Okay. Whew. Trying to think of what the proper component to really bring out your strength would be.
Giant's testicles.
Well, wow, that might be a delicious treat. Perhaps a unicorn hair
A unicorn hair? Are they
from
even
its
real?
tail. Oh, of course. Maybe not here. You might have to make a trip to the Feywild, but if you could come across one of those, that would serve your needs.
Do I know
Perhaps
very much about the Feywild?
Not a lot. Just folk tales, not
Okay.
really actual information.
Like more like fairy tales.
Exactly.
That I've read?
Exactly, fairy tales.
Okay.
Perhaps a phoenix feather, if you could find one of those. Maybe the heartstring of a metallic dragon.
I'm not sure one of those would be given willingly.
Oh, none of these.
And from
Well,
what I know,
Some of these you could get willingly, but
from what I know of
you
metallic
don't want to murder a unicorn.
No, no, but the heartstring of the metallic dragon, aren't those good dragons?
They are. Maybe
I wouldn't
one
wanna
has
have to-
fallen in combat.
Oh, that's true.
Let's see. Yeah, those were 3 to start, maybe. Perhaps I could do more research and find something that might suit your needs, and you can start your grand quest to find it.
I appreciate that.
Yes. So, Wand of Web? No?
No, nothing.
Perhaps you could be like all the cool kids you know and get the Wand of Magic Missile?
You want the web of web of wand of web.
The Web of Wands, yes. So, y'all have a good day.
I appreciate the information. I will be
No
back.
problem, sir. I'm your guy to craft it when you get what you need. And anything else?
Wondrous shop, and then we'll cap it.
All right. One more shop, and then we'll get the fuck out of here.
That way, next time we don't have
We
to
won't.
shop.
The 25,000 will be staying in, but well, 20 probably.
All right.
Get some people.
Put them out every day. I just want
Alrighty.
Other places? Well, yeah, like weeks at a time.
You go to the Chimera. The wonderful, wondrous items.
The Wondrous Chimera.
Welcome to my wonderful shop, where I sell wonderful items. Yes. This guy's got it. So, I will be your host today. A little alliteration. My name is William. Shop's called the Chimera. Or just Chimera. There's no the.
It's not William's Wondrous World.
No. That would be ridiculous. I chose a varied magical creature to convey my varied magical. Never mind.
I appreciate that.
So, what are we hoping to score?
Varied thing.
Varied things. You came to the right place. You look like a shifty guy. Do you agree he's shifty?
Which one?
That one. The shifty looking one.
Yes, he's very shifty.
Ah. Now,
Got a good eye.
kind of looks around. Sets his pair of gloves on the table.
Up there.
These could help you pick locks.
Gotta pick unlocks as it is.
Yeah, my time. These would help.
How so?
And when you put them on, they're invisible, so no one will know you're wearing them. But yeah, they'll give you a little boost to your. It'll help you find those tumblers a little easier. +5 mechanically.
Damn.
Do dex checks to make.
Gonna be picking the
Locks.
locks of heaven.
Take plus for 50.
Mm-hmm. It's your sleight of hand +5.
Oh, shit. Would be plus 50.
Jesus. So max, you could roll 35.
Yeah.
A grand.
$1,000.
Yes, coins of gold.
Do you have to attune to it?
Do you have to attune to it? A wonderful question, and no, you do not.
That's.
I have a lock here I could try it out on, see if they're really worth the money. Maybe a safe in the back.
Yeah.
You know.
That was a good one. You almost got me. No. But I assure you, they work.
One day policy.
Absolutely not.
I do like them.
You wouldn't happen to have anything to make him stronger?
Well, we're just starting the ride. Just sit back, relax, and take it all in, Draven.
Going up the.
It's already
roller
piqued my
coaster.
interest.
Yeah, we gotta get those. We have to get those.
That's
How
gonna
much were
be
they?
super beneficial.
Yeah, well, those are.
If we could get you invisible lockpicks, oh my god.
He pulls out these leather bracers. But then not wearing armor, no shield. So it'll make you a little harder to hit. And mechanically, it's a +2 AC if you're not wearing armor and no shield. Requires attunement.
It's not bad. Me and Lola both don't wear armor, and she's only attuned to like.
She wears armor.
Oh yeah, that's right. So it'd only be good for me.
What is
Medium armor? It just depends on what you're wearing.
Yeah, it's like 14 plus your dex, or 13 plus your dex, I think. It's 15, so.
Interested?
Like to a maximum.
Yeah, what's the price you have on those?
These cost a healthy
Go to your equivalent and
healthy.
show.
Damn it,
What's your medium? Light armor. Light armor.
Bracers. Why is some of it in alphabetical order, but not all?
I would bump my AC up to 15, and I wouldn't need to do mage armor anymore.
You have to get.
Yeah.
I guess you. Well, you just give it ready dagger.
Dagger or my pro power.
Go power's pretty.
Yeah, it's pretty useful. Good thing about the dagger is, though, I get tremor sense up to 30 feet.
6,000 gold for the bracers. It's very useful in combat situations.
You could leave those on the table.
I'll put them right back here.
Take it off. It'll
And
get you.
then he
it'll
pulls
get you up
out,
to 14 to 17.
This long horn. You know, it's got red, green, yellow colors on it, and it comes up to a lion head that's open.
Uh-oh.
This is a horn of blasting. You speak its command word. A thunderous blast erupts in a 30-foot cone. It's audible from 600 feet away. Anyone in the cone will be hurt by the blast, and their hearing will be momentarily gone from them. Nope. Okay.
Sounds good, but a little too sneaky.
That's true.
Understandable.
We are very cloak and dagger, other than this one, who
Just a little sneaky.
likes to bring his sword down.
I think you want to still use boom.
He picks up like this little figure of an owl and sets it on the table. No.
Like a teddy bear, but it's
So with this, take it and you throw it on the ground. It will turn into a giant owl. For 8 hours. Then you can do it again in another 2 days.
speak to it.
Yes, telepathically. At any range on the same plane of existence.
How much is that?
The owl? How much is the owl? Well, the owl costs 8,000 gold pieces.
So badass. That would be dirty.
Yeah.
Yes, it is a wonderful owl.
It is a big
Does
owl,
it-
though.
Take damage and go away. So have it like a lifespan, like
Yes. If it dies, it drops to 0. Yeah, so if it is slain in battle, it will return to the figurine form.
that's really cool.
Yes, I think so.
Would you happen to have anything that would buff his strength?
Perhaps. But just going through the items, you know?
Alright.
We're just trying to cut to the chase.
Sorry.
Do I have anything that could buff his strength? The answer is no.
Oh, I thought you did.
No one came.
No. I was saying perhaps I was keeping you on the ropes.
Ah.
Do you have any cards?
Do I have any cards? No.
I want those.
Oh, the ones back at the other town. You get them when we go back.
Well, he pulls out this robe. It's striped all the way down, just all sorts of different colors: red, green, purple, blue, all over it. Wonderful. This is a robe of scintillating colors. Scintillating. 3 charges. We can make it. All these colors turn to light. Start sparkling, dazzling. Bright light in a 30-foot radius around you. Dim for another 30. Creatures that can see you will struggle to hit you. And when you activate it, if they can see you while you activate it, it might take them out of the fight.
Blind them.
I do like
Stun
the
them.
braces.
How much is that?
Funny you should ask. It will be quite pricey.
Yeah.
I think the braces are a good idea.
I
Rogue.
think you're the only one that can work.
It'll free me up a spell
6,000
slot
actually.
instead of major
So
armor.
within your price range, 6,000.
6,000 for that?
Mm-hmm.
Rather use a spell slot for mage armor, or would you rather have a robe that you can stun people?
I already wear a robe.
Huh?
I already wear a robe. I got the robe of protection.
So, bracers, scintillating colors.
Braces.
The bracers were 6,000, I believe, as well, right? Or
It'd be
or
that robe
8, I
protection.
bracers are there, 6,000. Yeah.
Definitely be taking those gloves.
Yeah, that was only a G.
Yeah, the gloves were 1,000. The bracers were 6,000.
You get you like a magic set of lockpicks that you can hide.
Doesn't make his hands into
Right.
gloves there.
I'm just saying it'd be really cool if you could like if we got arrested and they like patted us down and they couldn't find the lockpicks and then bust out and have the gloves on and the lockpicks.
Fucking funny. I'm looking through this like list of prices. Yeah, I was going through like the belt of giant strengths. The price listed for the storm giant is your soul.
Oh no!
It's just a joke.
Oh yeah, because it's like
Yeah.
what is it, 26 is whatever it is?
29.
29?
Yeah.
All right.
You want to give your soul up again?
He doesn't have them. He's just
I don't
saying
have
this
a
thing
soul
I
to
use.
give anymore. That's
That'd be dope though. Just be like, yeah, fuck it, let Azur handle this.
Take 5,500. There.
55. What was the total before? 7? Big discount. You can roll. Will be hard. 4. Yeah, that's a good roll. I can do that.
Yeah,
I
so
can
you
do that.
definitely appreciate you cutting us a deal. I know, come back through. We definitely want to those gloves called?
Gloves of Thievery. Alright. That's all y'all wanted to do for shopping? Oh, the fucking stream ran perfect while we were fucking shopping.
Right. I saw that. I was like, what the fuck?
Fucking bullshit. What happened? The stream ran perfectly the whole time we were shopping, but anytime we were doing anything else, it was fucking up. I'm sure this is gonna be like fucking 12 videos or something.
Probably didn't help that
well, I think too is
Big Brother's on and
Yeah.
taking the bandwidth.
It was on.
So it's really any sleight of hand check. I want a parody sleight of hand.
Okay.
That's fucking dope.
It's very good. Alright, we're gonna end there. Sorry for the patchiness tonight. Hopefully next week it'll return to normal. But what was that, 28? Session 29 next week, damn.
Sleight of hand.
Plus 50.
That's ridiculous.
Moving up,
You're gonna be
moving up.
robbing the shit out of people.
Killed a fucking dragon. Oh yeah, experience.
Yeah.
The dragon was worth 1 experience.
No.
One whole
So
experience level.
What
Awesome.
are you giving up?
One whole level.
I
One experience.
don't know. I gotta figure that out.
Just because I don't have any. I just have 2 open spots.
Probably
Yeah.
give up that dagger. If I don't really get close combat. I just like the tremor sense out of it.
That's
but-
daggers to sell. Like good daggers.
Yeah. And we've got those the gold vases to sell. The gold vases.
Yeah, that was part of it.
Was it part of it?
Yeah.
Yep.
$11,000.
Alright, so you each gain 2,800 experience. Alright, we'll be back next week.
That was a
We'll
nice
catch
little
y'all
job.
later.